That's something that takes a little while to get made, I think. Don't remember what that was.
Are you talking about my boots Peckham made me?
I thought that you already finished.
No, he made those on the way. There was something somebody went to a place to get made.
No die.
Right? No dying.
You're dying.
Yeah, I can't remember, Jeff.
Oh, great.
I apparently did some kind of detect magic, and we were trying to figure out some. Oh, we were trying to figure out Oh, I wanted shoes for Shadow. So we went to a magic item guy who is very ridiculous.
Right.
Yes.
And wanted to like pretend he wasn't in the room with us or something like that. Be like a disembodied voice.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I almost fought him and would have got my ass kicked.
Yeah, because it turned out he was just an illusion.
I cannot remember what the horseshoes were though.
Horseshoes of the Zephyr.
Speed of Zephyr or something, yeah.
Oh yes, Zephyr.
Yeah. So I got you the Zephyr horseshoes. I don't know if that was the thing that had to be made.
Well, I had to get them, and then I had to take them back to the
Farrier. Yeah.
The farrier. Is that what they call somebody that applies horseshoes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But,
and I got some mithril dust so I can make that big bomb.
Oh yeah, you were dealing with an alchemist
Who
was also an alchemist.
He was an alchemist.
Yeah.
I'm an alchemist too.
Imagine that.
The exciting thing with the horseshoes of the Zephyr is that basically Shadow can then like run across water. Yes.
So no more boat trips.
Well, for whoever can fit on top of Shadow's back.
Oh, okay. Or
the wagon would definitely still sink.
Yeah, you could make him pull you could chalk the wagon and float it across.
Yeah. Yeah, he could pull a boat, I suppose.
Yeah. A horse-drawn boat.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Hey, that's actually a thing.
It is, but usually they don't go in the water themselves.
Yeah, no. Usually they're not Jesus-ing it.
Yeah. But this time,
they're gonna Jesus it.
Yep.
They're gonna Jesus it so hard.
All right, so maybe you need a new wagon, something that's amphibious.
We're just gonna get like a duck.
Yeah. A 1-horsepower duck.
Perfect.
Then you can conduct tours of the city. Make sure you paint it yellow.
And also have horrible accidents that kill everybody on board.
You say it like there's other options.
Well, it was. Come on, guys. It was a military craft. Like, their safety margin was slim.
Right.
There were more dangerous things around that duck than the duck itself.
Correct. And no one ducks harder than a duck. On that, we can all agree.
Ducker.
Mother ducker.
All right, are we even live, though?
I think so. The
Dave?
worst intro ever.
Dave, everybody's looking at you for an answer to that question. Are you muted?
Sounds like college radio to me.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Are we even live?
Yes.
What?
This is the worst intro that's ever happened.
It really is.
I told you.
No one even announced it. Okay.
Hey guys, this should be our cold open.
It is now.
Cold like a fish. Rise of the Runelords, Chapter 4, well, 3.8, I guess, the interim. Our intrepid adventurers did some shopping bravely. And now they discuss possible transit alterations.
Have I acquired the shoes of the Zephyr, and have I actually gotten a chance to get back to the farrier?
You haven't gone back to the farrier yet.
All right.
I know that.
Well, if I am in possession of the shoes now, I am going to take them to the farrier.
Yeah, after more uncomfortable discussions with a slightly irritated shopkeep image, you do obtain them.
Weren't there other magical items that other people had wanted to purchase from this guy, or did they already do that?
There were a couple of things, like, you weren't the only one there. I think Raina was there too.
Raina and Jakar were both there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got my Curiapt of Wisdom, and he said it was purple.
Yeah. I don't know if Jakar was just there to be a problem, or if he had...
I had no particular business. I was interested in going to a blacksmith.
Right. Well, if you followed Jerome back down to the farriers, they're in the ground floor of the forge, which houses the blacksmith guild of Magnamar. So
Perfect. Time to raise some hell. I mean, shop hard.
shop hard, shop smart.
Street smart.
That's smart. You got that?
All right, so you leave the shop. There are some mumbles just as the door closes behind you. And you head down to the farrier.
So he could just go to sleep.
All right. You walk up to the guy. He seems to be wrapping up a doing job on one of another sort of stark white, beautifully looked after horse. Oh yes, you're back. Was that the place, or was that the place? Am I right?
Here are the shoes.
Excellent. Told you could get what you wanted there.
I think we got more than we wanted, but yes.
You can be like that.
Is something wrong with that horse? Why is it whinnying like that?
One of the other smiths in the back hit his thumb.
Oh.
Go to sleep. This is the worst.
Yeah, I can put these on in a jiff, but you'll need a horse.
I have a horse. I think I might have left Shadow at the farrier, so I didn't have to drag him to town. So, I obviously would have gone in.
I got it. This horse.
This horse. This horse.
He's a stocky creature, isn't he?
He's a growing boy, all right? You know, we feed him lots of carrots.
He's got a fierce look in his eye.
No worse than your mother.
Whoa!
You're not there.
Good thing.
It is a good thing. You make sure you tell this beast that it's okay for me to be shooing him.
I give Shadow a carrot.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, this man's okay. He's not Drakkar or anything.
I recall the horse really likes Drakkar.
Not at first.
Not at first when Drakkar punched him in the face. No, but
I
Alright,
are
so-
I gotta
animals.
say,
so-
from personal experience, when you punch a horse in the face, the relations don't really improve after that.
I just
There's no winning
I've,
that horse back after you sock it in the nose.
I've had a very different experience.
You shut up! I can't hear anything.
This is a war horse. See, there, you know, there had to be
Punched in the face.
an agreement.
No.
All right, so the farrier gets to work. Pretty quick about it. Doesn't no wasted, blows. He's pretty efficient. So those pretty fancy shoes.
Yep. Yep, they are.
What do they do if you don't mind sharing?
They allow him to run 4 inches above the ground.
Oh,
Or water.
that's
Ground
pretty
or water. Or marsh. Or your mother.
Yikes. So no gopher holes then. Nice.
Yep. No more breaking a leg.
Well, that's handy. I hope it helps you out.
Well, I'm hoping it'll help me navigate some rivers a little easier.
Could be. All right, so Shadow's all set. He goes into hover mode. He's a little nervous by this.
That's a good boy.
He's Marty McFly on a hoverboard for the first time.
I am gonna take him out for what's this? What's going? Well, not the bridge, I suppose. I want to find a good clearing where he can kind of like, get used to them, break in the shoes a bit.
Okay.
I guess I can go across the bridge and out of town.
Yeah, you can go out of the gate, so you can go into that like Central Park area.
I'll take him to the Central Park area.
Yeah, you go around, like find couples and give them rides around the park, that kind of thing.
I'm sure he would love that.
Yeah. Nothing says a bridal party like a war horse.
Mm-hmm.
There is one other thing that I wanted to look for while we're here that I didn't think about until between last session and this one.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Pathfinder equivalent to like, oh my god, like an amulet that works like the Death Watch ward?
I believe so.
Anybody know what it's called and how much it'll cost me?
It'll cost everything. In all fairness, I don't even know what it is you're referring to. So,
Death Watch ward is a thing that if you drop to 0 hit points, you pop back up with 1.
that there sounds fancy.
Alright, you know what? Screw this. Goodbye. I'm done with you. Jerk face baby.
Amulet, Pathfinder. Periaptive wound closure.
I don't know that that's quite the same thing.
No, it stabilizes you. You notice one thing, Drew, as you're riding through town. Like, now the only sound involved is the horse breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people aren't getting out of your way.
Mm.
You're sneaking up on a lot of people.
On your left. On your left.
Yeah, a horse. You're gonna have to like,
Put bells
Like
on some.
yeah, you have to play some music or something. Make engine noises.
Carry some coconuts.
Yeah, carry some coconuts.
Fantabulous.
So that's pretty neat. He's not striking any sparks on the gravel anymore, but the silent horse is pretty cool. I don't know if like where you dropped off your wagon, but I think you might have lost it somewhere.
I mean, it would have been on Shadow when we went to the farrier.
Yeah.
Other people went with me to the farrier. Ricard, were you with the wagon by any chance?
I was not.
Could you stay by the wagon, please?
Sure.
I will be back shortly.
Sure.
Yeah, you notice that he's getting the hang of it. Like at first it was a little tippy, but once the horse makes his peace with being 4 inches taller than he was before.
So here's a question. If he's standing still, is he still floating?
Yep,
How's he supposed to be able to reach the grass to graze?
he's got to bend down a lot.
He uses the force, Alice.
Spreads his legs out like a giraffe.
Poor bastard.
He shames somebody into getting him grass
Yes.
just by staring at them.
Look at you there.
Eric to a street corner to buy grass like all the rest of us do. Wait, what?
What?
Finds that guy in Magnemar. Hey, you want to buy some grass? All right, so he seems to be getting the hang of it. You're terrifying people left and right, still, but
Is that fountain little like pond thing in the middle of the square that I see? Is that large enough for him to try running across?
I don't, it is a pretty big fountain. Our Lady of Blessed Waters does have a pretty decent thing. There's some people like drawing water from the spring, so it's kind of a
So people don't necessarily want to see horses running across it.
probably not. I mean, you could make that education that people might be drinking out of there, and that horse feet in their drinking water, or above your drinking water. You know,
All right, fine.
it's like perception wise.
We'll try out the river later, or maybe we'll find a pond later.
Yeah.
Like a nice deep pond.
A ditch, a large puddle.
Yeah.
Maybe the church has a nice vat of holy water.
Like he hovers 4 feet above the ground, but the horse apples don't. So 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like you. I am interested in seeing the fallout of going and desecrating our Lady of Blessed Waters statue by riding a horse.
I would like to be able to continue to, shop
Is
for merchants
that car?
in this town.
Yeah, like you know about Magnemar that they're real proud of their monuments.
Uh-huh.
It's called the City of Monuments,
Yeah.
and that's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
They're all rumored to have mystical properties. Probably.
All right. I'm gonna take him back to the farrier, hook him back up to the wagon, and then unless anyone else is catches my interest, I might actually take him for a spin outside of town as well.
Okay. Do you come back around to the farrier, Jakar? You see this silent beast of a creature, plodding towards you at the trot.
Mm-hmm.
Is Shadow all black, or is he actually tanned colored like on the map?
I think he's the color he is on the map because that's the horse I have.
Oh, okay.
Strange that he's called Shadow, to be honest.
I think originally he was supposed to be black, but that's fine.
Maybe. I feel like I would have gotten a black horse, but
We will never know.
It's all in video.
Nope, you're taking the fun out of it.
it's a mystery. There's a record. It's a mystery. All right, so you hook him back up to the wagon. It's decidedly noisier and less cool.
Does he struggle with trying to keep it off the ground?
No, the wagon's not off the ground at all.
Yeah, it just tilted a little bit more because the horse just got 4 inches higher.
Yeah, the traces are a little bit like they require some adjustment, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, now things are apt to roll out of the back of the wagon if you don't adjust the traces.
Now, of course, if we really wanted to go nuts, then we could get Caladrel to eventually give Shadow wings.
That's not something I can do.
No?
Nope.
You better up wings. Can't give a horse
Yeah.
wings?
No. Can you?
What if you polymorphed into a horse with wings?
Why would I do that?
Because you can?
Okay, but I can also do a lot of other things.
that aren't that thing.
So nothing is interesting. Gotcha.
I mean, I'm pretty interesting.
I mean, yeah, but none of these other things involve like one of the other party riding you.
Right?
That's where we're probably drawing a line.
And now you found the reason.
Maybe we're not okay with you drawing the line there.
Well, you're gonna have to.
About that?
You're gonna have
No.
to die mad then.
Because you only think about yourself.
Uh-huh. I'm not seeing where the bad part is.
All right, so you meet all back up. Galadriel is arguing that he doesn't want to be ridden.
Also, I can't polymorph yet, so
Can't or won't?
can't.
Oh. Be better.
Both or either.
Give me 3 levels and I will be.
Oh. Ominous Dominus, 3 levels. Be better.
Well, if that's all it takes, then hell yeah.
Hell to the yeah.
Not canon.
Damn it.
All right. You all got your stuff? Do you feel powered up?
Eh?
Nope. Good as it's gonna get it.
Oh, Jakar was visiting the blacksmiths.
Well, I was stuck on duty
Wagon.
for the fight.
Okay, so he gets back the wagon. Now you can go up to the tower to find a proper blacksmith. What specialty are you looking for?
I was looking to see if I could find someone who could improve my sight, either in material or refinement.
Okay.
That's what I kind of got in mind.
All right. So you're looking for a weaponsmith.
Correct.
Okay. So what are you shooting for, like material wise? What would you
I mean, anything that would be better than what I have now, which is nothing.
Well, like
Not to put you,
you can get some enchantments on it. Like, but there's also material things. Like, do you want an adamantine blade? Like these all.
I was looking for anything that's better than what I currently possess to improve it. So the options are kind of endless. It's whatever they happen to have available that would be better than what I currently have.
Okay. So, materials. Special materials. All right, you find a smith that's marketed on his sign as the hammer and wand.
Nice.
Yeah. You come into the stall. It's actually pretty quiet in there. There's just this loud cacophony all around the place in different areas. But in this shop, it's you don't get any additional noise from here. There are a couple of floating lanterns that are casting a sort of bluish light into the room. They don't seem to be flame based. They seem to be some sort of enchanted thing.
Okay. Interesting. Digging it. Do I see anybody like readily?
There isn't anybody currently visible. There's like a counter. It seems like there's a front to this place, and then like behind the curtains, there's perhaps where the business is done.
Oh, the business.
The business.
I am here for said business. I walk
Adult
around.
section.
Yeah, not that kind of business.
No.
That's like, I walk around and start saying things like, "Hello, anybody here?"
There is a gong on the counter, a small gong.
Oh, then I beat the bejesus out of that thing.
Bing, 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 bing. Yes, how can I help you?
I was wondering, and I rip out my scythe very quickly, if you could improve this.
Well, I'd have to think anything I do would be an improvement.
Yeah,
What do you have in mind?
if you could, enhance it, make it better. That's what I'm looking for. Make it stronger, less likely to break, or maybe even a new handle. I don't know if you're into that funny magic stuff, but I see some floating stuff in here, so I'm thinking maybe. Not sure.
Yes, we specialize in enchanted smithery.
Ooh, perfect. Well, what might you suggest that this would make it make the weapon stronger and will help me slay my enemies more quickly?
Well, let me ask you a few questions, because it really comes down to how you yourself wield said weapon. First off, why did you choose a farm implement?
Because I'm poor. Well, I mean, I was originally. I don't really want to get into it, but anyways, also, is this person I'm talking to, are they human?
Yes.
Of course, it has to be. I deal with somebody I'm racist against. Great. So yeah, I'm definitely not getting into my background, but that's what I like to use. I'm comfortable with it. This weapon's probably taken more lives than you've seen winners, so I think it's cool.
Well, very well. It is a personal choice. And what is your general like? Well, here, let me clear a space over here. It moves a couple of chairs that were sitting in an empty space. Give me a couple of. Dear, come out here. Hold on, 1 second. Yes, love. Could you conjure an illusion over there, sweetheart? Yes, certainly. There's a tall elven man standing next to the other gentleman who came out to greet you originally.
Yep.
And he conjures up an illusion of this sort of horrible orc. He says, in the first gentleman says, why don't you have a swing at that? I want to see you using it. I want to see your body mechanics.
Oh, all right. Ooh, critical confirmation.
I see. So you're definitely going sort of for decapitations, I'm getting the sense. Is that correct?
Yeah, that or directly upwards into the jangly bits.
Okay. But this is all very informative. It might seem preliminary, but then again, I don't know that you've dealt with a smith of my caliber before.
No, because until I tell you that you can have it, it's still my food.
Definitely haven't. Matter of fact, I think you're the first person to touch this weapon since the original person made it.
Also, I resent the fact that
overkill by it.
Everywhere and start mooching.
Well, that's a little different.
Very well. Well, I think I can do some things. I notice you've had some modifications to the haft of this already. It's not quite how it would be based on the blade. It almost seems to have the balance of a quarterstaff with a blade on it. That's curious. Is that something you wish to maintain?
Ideally, yes. That would really, I've grown accustomed to that. So if you're adding weight to the blade, we need to add a counterweight of some kind to balance it out.
Yeah, it's perfectly understandable. I have to say, your commission is intriguing. It's quite unusual based on the run-of-the-mill swords and knives that I generally do.
I push my chest out in a puffy fashion and go, "You're welcome."
Well, excitement is the spice of life, isn't it, sweetheart? There's a little goose, an elven giggle.
I'm not really sure how to take that, so I don't really respond at all.
He doesn't goose you. Goose is his partner.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's
you weren't goosed. That would be unprofessional.
That really would. That's how you run away clients.
All right. So, Pal, let me show you my selection of materials. Goes out, pulls out a leather-bound case with gold, like corners on it, and a fancy scroll work across the top of things. Probably about 2 feet by 4 feet.
Ooh, that looks expensive.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice case. You know, it's not like a drawer or something that he pulled out. This is like something that he might take and show like to clients out of the shop.
Gotcha.
And he opens it up, and inside are a selection of identical daggers, identical in form, though they all have different colors and hues to them, but they're all the exact same design of dagger. There are a section of them across the top of the case and a section of them across the bottom of the case. He says, these are the materials that I generally work with. I've got cold iron here. He pulls one that's sort of this dull gray color. This is said especially good for creatures of problems with fey creatures and the like.
Okay.
He pulls out another one that has a greenish hue. So this is adamantine. This is an exceptionally strong material. It's nearly impossible to break.
Okay, I'm liking the way that sounds.
Pulls out one. Special material. Hold on, I lost my place. Oh, he pulls out another dagger, and it's like the blade is wooden. It's made from this very dark wood. He says, this is ironwood. It's a niche material. It functions the same way as steel, but of course isn't susceptible to magics that might affect metals. It is resistant to heat. It will not catch fire. And it will not conduct heat. Special case.
That's interesting. That might be a way to go for the staff section of the weapon.
Ah, yes. It's very, very strong for wood, too. So the staff would have certainly increased durability over a standard wooden haft.
Well, let's keep that in mind. Primarily, my interest was enhancing the blade, but we definitely might come back to that. Because as you've seen, she's a little weather worn.
At a certain point, you're just getting a whole new scythe.
Well, I mean, ideally, that's what I was kind of going with.
He pulls out another dagger that has a pale green, translucent, crystalline blade. He says, now this is a special material called noqual. It has half the weight of a steel weapon, and it has a special affinity for enchantments.
Huh.
It is just as strong as a steel blade, but not any stronger.
And this is more ideal then for enchanting.
It is easier to enchant than a standard steel blade, yes, and it is also resistant to magical effects being cast upon it directly. Sort of a strange dichotomy there.
Well, how much would it cost to get a new scythe blade in that material?
So just out of character, he quotes you an amount that is 500 gold pieces higher than the standard cost of the blade.
Okay.
So yes, basically this would add a 500 gold premium to the construction of the weapon.
Well, how about this? Let's do that blade with the ironwood handle, and let's talk enchantment.
Lovely. I think that will be a very nice combination here. Let's see. Enchantment-wise, well, your balance should be generally okay since we're replacing a steel blade with something that is essentially lighter. It should actually make it a little easier for you to wield.
Okay. Other than that,
It's definitely easy to sharpen and holds an edge wonderfully.
also loving that.
Let's see. So enchantments. So what did you have in mind? We've got different damage types. There's keen, which would add an especial sharpness, which would make the weapon far more deadly and more likely to confirm devastating attacks. It just bites harder.
Mm.
Basically, all of the enchantments that are available, if you pull up PC Gen, yeah, those are what he can slap on there. And it's a matter of those costs are, the costs that you would see.
Gotcha.
That's interesting.
I asked him, just out of curiosity's sake, how long would it take for you to complete this project?
Oh, well, the blade form itself is fairly simple. The haft is also not overly complex. Of course, some embellishment here and there. Probably around 2 days or so. We do have an opening for commissions right now.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. Let me get back to you on the specific of the enchantment before the end of the day today. But the rest of it, we can go ahead and get rolling on getting the physical stuff done.
Excellent, no problem. Hey, let me take a few measurements here.
On the topic of the end of the day, wasn't it already starting to creep on toward end of business day?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking for long enough for me to be able to pull up download PC Gen, and then
Yes.
that's really what I'm trying to do here.
Okay. So he takes some measurements of the scythe itself, makes some quick sketches. He takes some measurements of you. He said, and actually, it does kind of seem that this might have been poorly sized for, just for your height there. So we're going to diminish that by just a little bit. And the blade length should probably be just a touch longer, but more slightly curved. This should help you achieve the goals that you had in mind.
Perfect.
The goals of scything people in half.
Yes.
Or in the jangle bits.
So we can begin right now with an advance of half. And I will see you tomorrow for the enchanting decisions and complete payment.
Okay. Sounds fantastic.
Out of game, we were not planning on staying here until tomorrow. We had somewhere to be.
Yep. Well, that's something you're going to have to take up with Chakar when he comes back and says, well, I got a thing waiting.
Also that.
All right. So I'm going to leave it to you to figure out your pricing. I don't know if PC Gen contains the Noqual material.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look
But
into that.
if you add 500 gold to whatever the cost of a steel, like just build a steel one, and then add 500. And I will post in the chat right here the write-up for Noqual.
Ooh.
Well,
Yikes.
That's quite a thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I should have pared it down because it's got a lot about how it acts in armor as well, which isn't strictly relevant here. But
also, I very much doubt that the blade of his scythe is an inch thick.
It is now.
So instead of slicing through something, you're just going to bludgeon your way through and carve out a channel that is an inch deep, or an inch wide, rather.
Well, maybe I should have asked him to put teeth on it.
Maybe.
yeah, like out of character, your scythe has a 4x crit confirm. Like so. when you critical, it's 4 times damage. So enhancing the range at which you crit would be advisable. So Keen would probably be a good choice.
I was thinking keen or just a very specific damage type even would be better.
Well, I mean, you can do more than one up to a certain like maximum enchantment, which I think is +5, and within what you can afford as well.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking 2 different materials plus an enchantment. I think that might break the bank as it is. So,
Yeah. Well, you did notice that the elf has more money than he needs, so you could always punch it out of him.
he always has too much money.
All right, so you leave the shop. You notice as you leave the shop, they basically close the front door and flip the sign over.
No.
They seem to be happy with the commission they've been given there and happy with the payment, and they seem to, like, you start hearing sounds as they're moving stuff around and stuff.
And the sign says no strix allowed.
Yeah, no strict.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me none.
Yeah. And then there's like a drinking fountain around the corner that
Very clearly says humans only.
yeah.
And especially great because they were elves.
Yeah. Well, one of them was an elf. The other one was a human.
Must be awkward bedtime conversation.
You got the sense, like, the human there, he had the forearms of a smith. The elf was a willowy character. He's probably responsible for the enchantment.
Had the forearms of a single man.
That would be that would be a little backwards if it was the other way around.
It's just the elf is ripped.
Like ungodly, like uncomfortably large.
It's just Popeye forearms. All right, so you wander back into the party, and they're like, "Hey,
Guys, you'll never guess what. I am getting a new weapon made, and I should be able to get it in 2 days' time. So I'm stuck here till we're done with that.
That's the problem, because we have to be in Sandpoint because there's an invasion happening.
Do they deliver?
That's a curious thing. I don't know that they would, especially considering I only paid half up front.
are you a subscriber to Magnamar Prime or
Right. I'm trying to think how long does it take to get to Sandpoint from Magnamar? It's like 4 days, right?
Yeah, it's a couple of days.
Well,
Generally,
if
there's some water travel involved.
if there's an invasion actively already occurring, then someone was sent word that took a couple of days. So it's already been going on for the better part of a week. A couple more days won't make a difference one way or the other. Is my argument to Raina.
I'm sorry, I heard very little of that because I have a noisy baby toy like right in my ear. So something about the time it takes to get word and what now?
Yeah, I explained that if it takes a couple of days to get from here to Sandpoint, clearly after the invasion happened, someone sent word that took a couple of days to reach here. Then however long it took to reach us individually. So it's going to take another 2 days to get there. And we're already talking over a week in total for an invasion. So they're already actively invaded. a
We
couple
don't
of days
know
because-
if they're already actively invaded. We knew that they were going to be because we found the letter in the what was he, a stone giant or something? Can we stop playing with this for a few minutes? We found the letter saying that they were heading to Sandpoint, and we sent Shalelu on ahead to warn them, but we don't know if it has started. We don't know how long it would take
okay.
them to get there.
Gotcha. I misunderstood. I thought we received word from a runner explaining that information, not we're the first to know of it.
Yeah, we
So-
were the ones who knew about it, and we sent word with Shalelu to Sandpoint so that they could try to prepare. And then we got more information and sent her a message through Caladrel, I believe,
Yes.
and got her, the new updated information. So she's already in Sandpoint trying to, help them marshal their troops, so to speak, and, help them get as prepared as they can. But, I mean, they kind of need us.
The sheriff is still alive there, yeah, or did he die? I can't remember.
I think he's still alive. Might just be wishful thinking that he was dead. I don't recall that anything, like after the goblin invasion, I don't recall that anything particularly horrendous has happened in Sandpoint until coming.
But I thought there was an issue with like his next of kin, the niece or something.
Oh, that was
That
dwarf.
was the guy that had the glassworks that you're thinking of, I think.
Where I made the
Okay.
duck.
Yes, the duck.
Quack.
No one ducks harder than ducks.
I'm having a hard time finding Sandpoint on the map. Like, I know where Magnamar is.
Yes, sir. Okay. BRB.
Point. On the Lost Coast. Oh, okay. So basically, your best route from wow, it's right there. It's just literally right there. Right in front of me, in the map. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Save. I'm gonna give you a map so you can better understand the area here.
I got the Sandpoint area map, but I don't think that's what we're talking about here.
Like, getting to Magnamar was much of the trouble from
Yeah,
like the ferry, Turtleback Ferry. That is a much longer journey than you have ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
So let me drop this.
2 days on the ferry, on the barge.
Yeah. Clear the search. Okay. Add a handout. Handout. Choose file. Parisia. Okay. There you go. There's Parisia. Magnamar is all the way down to the bottom left.
Okay.
Turtleback Ferry is in sort of the middle bottom, top of the middle bottom section of the map, between two foresty areas. So you came all the way down from Turtleback Ferry down the river into a wider part, down the Yondabakari to Magnamar. Sandpoint is just a little bit east along the coast from Magnamar.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot closer than what I was thinking.
Yeah, so you've got like a quick coastal jaunt. You can take the coast road, or you could go by sea in the Gulf.
I assume a trip by sea would be faster than a trip by land.
Yeah, depending on the winds or the horse, depending on how you're going to do that.
Wait, where's Magnamar again?
Bottom left, right above where it says Pharesia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, real damn close. Okay,
Yeah, Sandpoint's like a half inch away.
gotcha.
So about 75 miles away.
Yep.
All right, well, then my suggestion would be that I really need this weapon, so I'm staying kind of no matter what you guys are doing. So if I have to...
Tough. Something.
If I have to, you know, get my own, make my own way there to Sandpoint, meet you all there, that's fine. In the meantime, I will try to go talk to the mayor of Magnamar, the one who freed me appropriately.
Yeah.
And see if I can convince him to give us some troops to go with me. So maybe I can bring some ass along the way.
All right. Does anyone else, like, what do the rest of you think of this plan?
I think it's fine, but I'm gonna go with him in case he puts his foot in his mouth.
That's probably a really good idea.
Raina's feeling a little bit torn because she's now having to choose between her best friend and her girlfriend.
I'm not in any immediate danger, other than the immediate danger I always pose to myself.
I mean, like,
That being said, I'm kind of worried about Shalelu, so I am leaning toward going to Sandpoint.
oh no, I wasn't gonna stay. I was just gonna go talk to the mayor and convince him to bring troops. I'm gonna set out at the earliest that the rest of the party is gonna be going to.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way, it's too late to talk to the mayor this evening, and you guys aren't going to head off tonight. It would be tomorrow morning, I would assume, at the next. Because have you even booked passage?
Well, see, that's the next question. Are we going through the Gulf, or are we taking the coastal road?
The coastal road would take us all the way around this coast.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're going by boat because you can throw a stone and hit Magnamar or hit Sandpoint.
Got a good arm, 75 miles.
You could get in a dinghy and row it. Anyways.
I mean, if leaving tonight is an option, I'm down.
Well, I will head to, the ferry docks and see what our timetable looks like.
I'll go with.
All right. While you guys do that, I will quote unquote make my way towards nowhere. I'm just gonna wait right here.
Wait, why does that need to be in quotes?
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna make my way there while I'm actually gonna BRB, but it's not really appropriate because I just said that it's getting late in the evening. There's no point in barging in on the mayor unless someone talks me into it more than I'm already kind of at, because it seems like waiting till the morning would be the best case scenario to speak with him.
Well, I'm taking Shadow out of town to let him kind of run a little freer on his new shoes.
Okay.
Well, why don't you wait to do that until we find out if there's a chance of getting a ferry tonight? Because if there is, and you're out of town running the horse around, how are we supposed to tell you?
He'll just go with me tomorrow. Or the day after.
Tomorrow, you weren't leaving till the day after tomorrow.
Let's go find out about the ferry now, and then if we can't go, I will go take Shadow for a run.
Okay.
Why don't you, Shadow, take him for a run to the docks?
I want him to be able to like feel comfortable getting up full pace, and he's not going to do that in town.
Yeah, I mean, you can. You just strap Caladriel to the front and make him wail like a siren.
Well, no, let's just mount up Takar and fly there. What, you don't like the idea of us riding you? You shit?
No, it's that I have hollow bones.
Oh,
but I
imagine
can't
that.
support that kind of weight.
What, you don't think elves have hollow bones?
Right? Wait.
Elves.
No. Everyone knows elves just have small penises.
My bones are the hollowest.
It's not what your mother said.
I'm sorry, honey, but the thing makes too much noise and I had to turn it off.
So you get down to the docks.
Anyway.
There are a couple of merchant craft here and there. It would be like a sailing vessel type job, not like it's not really a ferry per se.
So is there a ferry service somewhere running from here to Sandpoint since it's so close?
Do you ask someone?
I do.
As do I.
A ferry service to where?
Sandpoint.
Sandpoint.
Sandpoint. No, we don't have regular transit to Sandpoint.
How much?
It's a tiny little town. What do they do? It's glass or something? It comes by road.
All right.
As soon as he says
much?
no, I've just walked away and left him to.
How much for a chartered vessel?
Charter vessel. Well, you'd have to take that up with one of these captains here.
Do you have an estimate or a recommendation on captains?
Well, what do you need taken to Sandpoint?
You're looking at it.
You and a horse.
And, well, a couple other me-sized things.
Okay. So nearly any of these vessels would probably be capable of doing that. He gestures at a couple of docks.
Got a wagon for the horse too.
All right, a wagon. Good. Fine. I don't know, like estimates. I'm not going to step on any of the captain's toes here. I mean, they've all paid their dues. That's all I'm concerned about, that they pay the dockmaster.
All right. Are any of them present tonight still, or have they gone home?
I imagine most of them are with their vessels.
All right. Well, then I will just start from the left. And
Not drunk.
I don't care if they're drunk or not, just so long as that they can still steer a ship.
Well, then you'll probably have a better time finding a captain.
All right. I will start on the left and go ship by ship.
Oh, captains, my captains.
All right. You come across a ship called the Ball Eater. No.
Ahoy, hoy!
I don't think anybody else gets that reference.
No, no one else does. You come across a ship called the Wave Dancer.
Ahoy,
Yeah.
hoy!
Yes?
Yes. How much for a chartered journey to Sandpoint for me and my compatriots
And your horse?
and my horse and its wagon?
Sandpoint. It's just up the coast, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, right there. I can almost see it almost over the horizon. Almost. Can't quite.
Well, let's see. Probably 150 gold, but you're gonna have to wait till the tide.
And how long am I waiting for that?
Tomorrow morning.
All right. Nice talking to you. I go to the next ship. Oh, hi, hi.
Yep.
Yes. How much to charter a journey to Sandpoint tonight for me, my compatriots, my horse, and the wagon?
I'm sorry, I don't do charters. Holds full. Got to make my way down to Cheliax tomorrow.
Uh, why in the world would you want to go? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Irrelevant.
I go to the next ship. Ahoy, ahoy!
Yes, what?
Charter tonight, Sandpoint. Me, these lot, that horse, that wagon.
Huh?
Sort of leans out, looks at you. Don't you people usually travel by land?
What do you mean, you people?
Don't you people normally only care about money?
Care about money. This from a gypsy over here. Parisian.
All right, next ship.
Oh, God.
Right along.
This is the last ship in this section of docks.
That was the last one.
No, the one you're at now is.
Ahoy, ahoy!
Yep.
Me, the charter, Sandpoint tonight. Me, these lot, that horse, that wagon. How much?
Are you all right? Are you
No.
having a stroke?
Do I look all right?
Hold your hands up.
Hold your hands up.
Okay.
I make them sparkle a little bit.
Okay. Can you smell this peanut butter?
That, sir, is actually molasses, and you are drunk.
Right, you are. Sorry. What was it you needed?
Sandpoint tonight.
Sandpoint. Just up the coast tonight. Tonight. I can't go tonight. The tides.
She almost took a step, but she stepped on a block and aborted the mission.
The tide's unfavorable. I couldn't. It's tomorrow morning.
You're unfavorable. So you're saying you lack the skill to do this?
Ooh. Reverse psychology.
It's like, it's not skill. Like, there's tides, and then we have to sail with them.
I don't know. It sounds like you lack the skill to do it. Let's just find a more skilled captain, one who actually knows how to sail.
This is the last one. We've already established that none of them know how to sail.
On this section of talk.
I'll let you do the talking for the next one.
Oh,
Like, do
that's
we
what
absolutely have to take that elf? Is that part of the deal?
Unfortunately, hey, if we have to live with them,
If it gets us there tonight, I'll shut up.
you know what? He'll even lay face down on the deck.
I will.
Maybe we could run him under the keel.
It might be worth it. If you
Look,
can
I
do
still
it.
can't leave tonight, but, I'd help you as long as he shut up.
So that's a no then.
Plus, there's not much wind at night, it sort of dies down.
I don't know. It sounds like you're full of hot air.
All
I
right.
don't even know why I'm dealing. Why do I don't have to put up with this. He leaves.
So the only one that we've actually managed to get an honest to goodness price quote from was the first guy.
Yeah, mostly because Caladriel didn't talk.
Yeah.
All right, but all of them have established that it won't be until tomorrow morning.
That's the sense you're getting.
So how long does it take by boat versus by horse?
You look at the map, right?
Yeah. What?
You looked at the map with your eyeballs, right?
Yeah.
It's like 75 miles by boat and like a gajillion by land.
Am I missing something? Why would it be a gazillion? Why don't we just go along the coast or something?
Yeah, typically boats do that faster.
Like I'm not
Am I missing something? Because it looked like it was most of the map we had to go around.
from Magnamar to Sandpoint?
Yeah.
As a bird flies, about 75 miles.
And I'm not saying why we can't do that. Am I missing a
We
road
can't.
here? in this map of Elysia?
Like I'm looking at the route. If you go all, I mean, you're going up the coast of Transpoint all the way up to like Riddleport. I actually don't even know where. Like it looks like Magnamar is on an island.
Why does it look like Magnamar is on an island?
What?
What? I get the sense that there's a map reading deficit happening here.
Not on my end.
No, the Varisian Gulf, right? That's water. Yes, that all that gray-looking area, that's water.
That's water, correct.
Yeah, and so Magnamar looks like it's in the middle of all that and not actually physically connected up to land.
It's in the island chain, yes.
Not on the map I'm looking at.
No, there's a dot at the mouth of the Yandabakari River.
Oh, that's okay. The dot in the eye of Magnamar is where I thought Magnamar actually was, not the dot to the lower right hand of it.
That would be a really strange thing to think, but yes.
the way it was looking, it looked like Magnamar was like over in like the aisles to the left.
Just in case you're wondering, Sandpoint is not in the Cinderlands either, but
So that is why it was looking like it would be a really long journey to go around.
yeah.
No, I mean, you guys could get there a half a day sooner if you went by land, assuming you have no issues. That's it. And is it really that important to get there that half a day sooner?
Yeah. Also, keep in mind that the letter was talking about an impending raid by giants and other forces and a dragon.
They're usually big.
Yeah.
Probably dragons.
Probably wouldn't be, and think about where they're coming from. Probably would not be taking the
Oh, guys! I just had this really awesome idea.
Oh.
You ever seen this really old movie called Blazing Saddles?
What's a movie?
What's a movie?
But go on.
We get there ahead of time, and then we build a second sand point.
What?
Oh, that's not where I thought he was going. I thought he was going to
No.
say the toll booth. Somebody's
Right.
got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
Well, that too, because you got to slow them down.
Yeah.
We can build a new town.
Yeah. That's a plan. That's one plan.
I mean, if you guys don't want to go, I can rent a horse and go.
Well, if you're gonna go,
Going.
if you're gonna go, take Raina with you.
Okay. Well, you can take the road. That's probably the soonest. Like the difference in time on the road versus the sea route isn't the amount of time that you'd have to wait for them to sail out of port. So
could we rent horses and just go?
you could see about renting some horses.
I would like to see about renting.
You
some
could get
horses.
in the wagon, like you've got a horse.
Yeah, but that's only one horse.
Yeah, there's a lot of walking, and it's a little easier on Shadow if you only have to pull the wagon and not people.
That's true. You've never worried about that before, but
Well, that's because we only put like one person in the cart at a time,
yeah.
We also weren't trying to move at speed. So.
and we were trying to do it at night.
I wouldn't expect Shadow to trip, considering that he now hovers 4 inches off the ground, but
Which makes him superior to literally any other horse you're gonna get. But what do I know?
Also, he doesn't spook like most horses because he's a war horse, which is nice.
Right.
All right. Well, you could try getting some horses. I don't know if there's a rental service necessarily. Because that kind of sounds like a way for you to get your horses stolen. But maybe you could rely on the resale value of horses.
Likely is how it would go.
What's that?
My ABC Mouse hamsters are doing fine. And
Your hamsters are doing fine? You have hamsters?
yes,
For ABC Mouse hamsters.
ABC Mouse.
Ah.
Digital hamsters.
Well, earlier my sister was talking about getting real hamsters, which
Fine.
is not likely to actually happen.
I got 3, and it says I was able to have 3. Then I was able to have 2.
Mostly because the requirement was a Sisyphean effort of keeping one's room clean for 20 days straight, which will never happen.
She runs a tight ship over there, huh?
Yep.
Hey, Yadrel,
Yeah, what's up?
my hamsters in ABC Mouse are doing very fine.
That's cool.
Okay. All right, Val.
Maze to travel through. And
Valerie, you're all trying to play a game. You go back to doing what you were doing.
woohoo!
Thanks. All right, so you stop by the stables area. If I can go find the stables in Magmar, I guess.
Perfect.
Yes, that sounds fine.
It's Galadriel and Reyna. Because
Yep.
Galadriel's all fired to,
Oh, he's still got to get back to what's her name?
Miko.
Yeah, her.
You mean you didn't forget about her for Marge?
What?
What?
Did Marge steal your Amico from your mind?
She really didn't.
If anything, I thought about Miko harder.
Right?
So much harder.
Yes.
But
It was,
let us know.
it was the only way to get through that night.
Let's say hard or rubber, moist or gristle. All right, so you get down to the stables. There are horses at this place. Some young boys with brushes
Wait, what?
cleaning the horses.
Yes, you there. 3 of your finest horses, pronto.
I'll have to go get Bill.
Okay.
Runs inside. Hey, what can I do for you?
Hey.
3 of your finest horses, my good lad.
Salesman.
Oh man, have I got good horses? This is a great day to buy some horses. What are you looking for? Riding horses, driving horses.
Riding horses that aren't, played out already for the day.
Something
Yeah,
speedy
and-
that'll
and
get
we
us
do
to...
not- And I'm going to tell you already, we don't need the undercoating.
Oh well, I mean, reserve judgment till I tell you its features. But all of our stock is top quality.
Your
We
top
need-
quality.
Don't I know it? The guy standing before you is wearing a sort of a robe that seems to be made of, if you had to guess, polyester. He's got a shark tooth necklace on a heavy gold chain.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
And the collar of his undershirt is sort of popped out over the edge of his robe.
I feel like you're describing Les Grossman.
Yeah. Like if you thought of Les Grossman, you would not be far wrong. All right, over here, I got 3 of my best horses. Low mileage. They were owned by a little old lady from just up the road at Turtleback Ferry.
we just came from Turtleback Ferry.
Yeah, nice place.
It's a little waterlogged.
Did my poo.
He directs you to three horses. There's like a chestnut. There's a sort of a gray, and then there's a one with some socks.
With socks?
Yeah, he's a brown horse. He's got some white socks.
Oh, I see. I see.
How many? How many white socks?
Got three white socks.
Ooh.
It's annoying.
Mom. You guys are in.
These are some of my best. They'll walk for miles.
How about 75? Specifically 75 is the mile we need to get. We need to go.
And we're also
Well,
looking for running.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't recommend running a horse for 75 miles straight.
No, that would be dumb.
You guys are all the way up here.
Shush. Trying to listen.
All right, and how much for these beasts?
1 second. For these beauties, 300 gold pieces apiece. Or I can cut you a deal. If you take all three, I can get you them for 550.
And what if we promise to bring them back?
If you bring them back, I can give you a deal on the sale if you don't need them anymore. But
Hold up. Hold the phone. I am sensing motive on this guy because 300 GP for a horse seems unrealistic.
It's really not.
sense motive 20.
Yeah.
The
300 GP a piece, mind you. Like, you can get magic items cheaper than that.
300 would be a war horse.
Yeah, and these are not
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna.
Appraise there, Caladrel. You start looking over. One of the horses is a little sway-backed. None of them appear very stocky. That's all right for like riding, but endurance-wise, they might not have it. They're pretty much light horses.
I give one a little nudge on the hoof, kicking the tires, as it were. Not actually
Step up.
kicking, because I'm not that dumb.
Okay, he steps on your foot.
Ow!
Yeah.
Son of a...
You check. You look him over. Jerome, you do a little better. You're like, there's something about teeth. Something about teeth. Make me a handle animal check.
Gotta look a gift horse in the mouth sometimes.
Handle animal. You managed not to get bitten, mainly because the chestnut that you are checking over doesn't seem to have much in the way of teeth.
This one's all gums.
Yes, well, then they don't bite you.
I'm going to bite you.
Well, that seems to be a little,
Aggressive.
yeah. What's your bird friend said?
What bird friend?
Yeah, I'm not there.
Oh. Aggressive.
Yes, I could be a little less aggressive if you would show us at least a little bit of care and don't take us for complete fools.
Oh, I'd never think you were a complete fool, sir.
Just partial.
I feel like you should have to roll a bluff check on that. And by that I mean the horse salesman.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Anyway, I can see that you're a cunning judge of horseflesh. Let me go talk to my manager.
I think he's genuine this time.
Goes back in the small building. All right, all right. We're looking to shift some stock. We got a new model coming in. My manager has authorized me to offer you all 3 of these horses for 550 gold.
That is the exact same offer that you made when we started.
Okay. My manager has authorized me to offer you all 3 of these horses for 300 gold pieces.
Which of your hands do you use more frequently?
Not a right hand.
Oh, should I get the hammer?
Yes, get the hammer.
Yay.
Alpine or framing?
Both.
What are you talking about?
Grab Mjolnir.
Don't worry.
I mean, if you're gonna keep dicking with us, you'll see.
Keep messing around and find out.
God, I haven't hammered hands in a while.
Man.
Digging around in my backpack.
Now, if you'd like to offer us, 3 appropriate horses for 300 gold pieces, then we could be talking. But 300 for these 3 is not something that we're gonna be negotiating anymore.
I dropped my
Okay.
Morning Star. No, that'll do instead of the hammer, but
That's my intimidation.
Okay, fine. Fine, you got that Varisian flair for negotiation. I got it.
My mama didn't raise no foo.
yeah, let's go with that.
Agree to disagree. All right, I do have another selection in the back. They just came in last week. They were part of a team that carried medicine to poor sick children up in the cinder wastes.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, that is a viable story.
Yep. Totally happened.
Shows you 3 different horses. There's a piebald. There's like an Appaloosa.
Oh, these look stunning. Don't you think, Raina? Don't these look stunning?
Raina called dibs on the speckle butt.
Or Caladril. Caladril, these look stunning, right? Don't you think? Get a good look at them. They're stunning, aren't they?
Are
Give me a second to get back to the keyboard so that I can look at these horses.
I don't know,
And
are they?
there's another gray. Appraise. Caladril, you will notice that they have pretty long ears.
Are these?
Mules?
Is this a subtle way of saying you're an ass?
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. They're clearly cheetahs.
They're great horses. Raina pats one of the horses. He said, "No, go ahead. Get up there. Try it out. Get the feeling."
I'm gonna look these in the mouth. Yep. I see 3 teeth, just the right amount.
Yep, that makes sense. Lovely tail over that mouth. Handle. Yeah, he's got a soft nose there, Caladril.
Wow, that's 2 natural ones in a row. I think I'm just gonna throw my keyboard and go to bed.
Make me a reflex save.
What is that?
That's what we're gonna be doing if we get these.
This is Magnamar, not Tijuana.
Oh God.
That paints a very vivid picture.
I mean, I think it depends on where in Magnamar you are.
I did not need to think that with my eyeballs.
That's my job as the DM. Reflex save. You manage to dodge aside as the horse tries to kick you for your poor handling. That is a spirited one. That's what you want in a horse.
It's not a horse. It's a jackass, you jackass.
So donkeys are clearly smaller than these.
So they're mules.
They might be.
I don't mind a mule.
Look, I'm gonna go back and finding the hammer.
I mean, if a mule will get me there, I'm fine with it.
They're very reliable.
You're not.
High owner satisfaction.
I'm going to I'm going to turn my back to this gentleman briefly. I'm going to adjust my bustier to flaunt just a little bit more than I have been previously.
The maximum enticement levels.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
You've never taken this to 11 before. Yeah, I don't know if it can handle it.
Apparently Calijo closes his eyes.
Yeah. The perfect gentleman.
So then I'm going to turn back around and assume my most like fiery come hither visage and invite this man to come and
Have at thee.
Help you up onto the horse.
Come and confer privately and do some dealing about the price of these horses. And, actual maybe horses.
All right. Sure. He licks his lips.
Valerie, I am busy. Just chill out for a minute. Do I think that he is interested? He swings that way?
He got a little greasier, if that answers your question.
It does. So I'm going to, is there like an empty stall nearby that I can sort of go into?
There's like his little office in the building if you want to do that. So if you want to talk this over, fine, you can come into my office.
Now, wasn't there his quote unquote manager in there?
Yeah. That's the building he went to. It's not like super small, so.
Is there not an empty stall somewhere? Like, I wasn't looking to ask him for a place to go. I was looking to lead him to a place.
Okay, well, there's probably an empty stall next to you there.
Okay, so I go into the empty stall, understanding full well that the wall only goes halfway up.
Mm-hmm.
Are there, first of all, are there any other people in earshot besides my party members?
Nope.
Good.
I mean, there are a couple of stable hands, but they were over on the other side of the yard, so.
Okay.
Probably good if you're not like super loud.
So he comes in, I close the door behind him, pin him up against the wall.
How can I make the deal? Oh, goodness.
I'm going to put my knee in a very delicate place, from his perspective, delicate. And I'm going to raise my leg until it's obvious that he is now uncomfortable.
I'm at
And then I'm going
work. Oh, good.
I'm going to smile, fangs fully extended, and say, I think it's about time you stop dicking us around. Elf?
Oh, that would be like, well, it's sense motive, right? Okay. 200?
For what animals?
The three I just showed you.
Okay, so I did not appraise them very well at all, but like they are obviously mules and not horses, right?
Yeah, possibly painted.
Painted?
Well, because mules don't necessarily come in those colors.
Okay.
Wow.
Um, how about horses that have, all their teeth? Proper horses that will get us to Sandpoint in one piece? Horses that will carry us as opposed to it having to be vice versa because they're, half dead already? Proper horses, and I lift my knee just a hair further.
Look, you're gonna have to, I call the gods. I don't know what's going on here.
What's going on is that we are trying to transact some business with you, and you're trying to swindle us. We don't take kindly to that sort of treatment.
I would never.
And yet you tried twice already. You would, and you would happily if you could get away with it, but you cannot. Sell us decent horses at a fair price.
You drive a hard bargain.
No, I drive a fair bargain.
Well, I feel like some misrepresentation has occurred.
Oh, it had.
By the way, I am now looking entirely human again. But I will let him up off the wall and adjust my hosiery. So, lead the way to the real horses that you are trying to sell us.
He reaches down, adjusts his bits, walks a little wide for a second. All right, let me show you something else on the other corner of the lot. Shows you 3 additional horses.
Are they horses?
I mean, are they horses?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't know if it tried to bite me again. 19.
Those are horses.
Wouldn't know a horse was trying to bite me.
But are they decent horses? Do they have,
I'm gonna look at him in the mouth.
we'll let Groom do that, because...
And this time the mouth without the tail.
Yeah, you get way in there.
Like cut my head all the way in the mouth.
Yeah, for a 24, it's like a circus act. These seem to be fairly young horses. Jerome, you would recognize them as a sort of swift Parisian breed of horses.
Oh yeah. These are. Oh, you were gonna sell these for racing, weren't you?
What I really want to do is to sell them so that you take the mean lady away.
I will gladly take these off your hands. I know these breeds.
300 is the best I can do on these.
300 for the 3 of them?
Yeah.
Deal. We need Pat 12.
Let me drop the paperwork. Goes in, comes back out. All right, so it's 300 for the horses, 20 for the registration, and 15 for the undercoating.
We don't want the undercoating.
It's
We
always
just want saddles and bridles.
always the undercoating.
Okay, 15 for the tack then.
Fine.
I think that last we discussed, I'm holding the party fund, so I paid for the horses.
Okay, 335. I think that winds up being.
So, question.
Yeah.
Since Trakar is staying back and we just purchased 3 horses, is Trakar keeping Shadow, or did we just buy him a horse that he doesn't need for 2 days?
Oh, I was thinking each of us were on a horse and Shadow was only concerned about the wagon.
Oh,
I hadn't considered Takar at all.
and Trakar finds his own way there?
I mean, I figured he'd just fly, he's a Strix.
Typical.
I mean, to be fair, I did specify that I would just find my own way there if necessary. So I can definitely understand where that would have come from.
Hell, you can charter a dinghy.
Dang, eh?
All right, so you have some horses.
Are they named, or shall we name them?
The name form part of the form is not filled out.
All right. I name mine Bill.
Aw,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I steal your name?
no. Just thinking, bye-bye, Bill. Lions are no place for a pony, even one so brave as Bill.
Hmm.
Is mine male or female? Also, like, what do they look like?
They look like horses.
All 3 of them are pretty dark, like a dark brown with sort of a black mane and tail.
Ah,
Sort of all like Arabians.
is mine male or female?
All right, there we go. There's. Oh, I'm not on the right layer, am I? Again.
Wait, are they all brown with black mane and tails because you're using the same token that you have for Shadow?
Yes.
It's unclear. Okay, there's one of them.
Anyone's guess.
Wait, that's a kitty cat. I played kitty cat horsey before.
Here's the other one. That's what came up when I searched for horse. No, that's what came up when I searched for Bill. Damn it.
Well, anyway, if one of them is a mare, I will claim that one as my own.
Okay. There's one.
That horse is dead.
It's
Dead horse.
It's a dead horse.
I did a better appraise check than that.
Stop beating it then. No, that's got a big white border around it. Foo. Okay, one of them's gray. And twice the size of the horse you already have. And to delete the cat. There you go.
Is that a unicorn?
Yes.
Nice. Dibs. Dibs on the unicorn.
Where'd the dead one go?
Did you have dibs on the dead one?
Yeah.
Guess it's good that you've got enough hands to carry it.
There you go.
I was gonna beat it.
Like a dead horse.
Wait, what?
Were you going to beat the horse like a dead horse?
I think this joke has been beaten like a dead horse.
I completely misheard what you said.
That is the old joke.
So I thought you asked if I was gonna fuck a dead horse.
Wow.
Hey,
Hey,
Not
you
even close.
gonna screw the pooch?
4-year-old still in the room, Dave.
Okay.
You gonna screw the pooch?
Not a
Better-
pooch, of course.
But better than fucking the dog.
all right. Stop. 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 Okay, who is what? Here, you got horses.
I got a gray horse. Hoping it's female.
I'll take the middle one.
Yes, it was the middle one.
Hi.
Bye.
You go and you lay down under the horse.
I mean, that's how I've been traveling. Isn't that?
Typical.
I don't think that's going to work so well in this scenario.
There. Everyone's got control of horses.
Okay. What I need is an extension cord.
Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun.
So which one is mine? Because I don't have control over nothing.
Well, you should.
I haven't.
How about now?
Now I do. Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Hey,
All right, so you all have horses. The guy runs back into the building, closes the door, flips the sign over, it says closed.
That's fair. That's fair. Did he at least tell me how to like put the tack on the horse? Because I've probably never done that before.
Nope,
Okay.
just a pile of tack.
How to put the saddle on the horse?
You notice that it says, Larry's Horse Emporium, like all over the tack.
Can you prestidigitation this off of here, Jerome?
What?
The branding, can you prestidigitation it off?
I don't have prestidigitation.
Really? I thought it was a cantrip that you just had.
It is a cantrip, but it might not. I don't think it's a known cantrip for me.
I swear you used it before.
Let's see. Oh, I do have it, but I've only recently gotten it. So yeah, but,
A few outlets in here.
the other thing I could do is do an arcane mark to rebrand it.
Ooh.
Gonna brand the horse.
I don't think the horse would appreciate that.
Well, it's just an arcane mark.
Dumping things.
Don't do that. So it's like at this part, it's getting dark there in Magnamar.
At this point, what?
It's getting dark
in
there.
Magnamar.
Yeah. Do we have any sort of understanding of where to go from here? Like, we're just following the coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. things in. All right, so hopefully get the horses dressed, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Handle animal checks, please.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone who is attempting to handle some animals.
This ought to be fun.
Is this right? No, that is not right. Sorry, wrong button. Trying to just do a thing, and it did not.
Yell at the horse.
It's one way to
I'm
handle an
trying
animal.
to intimidate the horse.
Okay. Jerome, are you?
Oh, do I need to handle animal and ride?
Or are you going to bareback?
What am I doing now?
Are you going to bareback ride the horse, or are you going to put the tack on?
I'm gonna put the tack on.
Okay. No problem. Jerome gets that, cinches the girth up, everything wonderful. Caladrell, you're fussing about with it. Like there's 6 buckles, but only 3 straps. No,
Doesn't even make any sense.
it's like
And I'm gonna hop aboard.
fine. But you eventually get it somewhat attached. Raina, your horse just keeps moving away from you. Like you're trying to throw this.
One last point.
I toss Raina and Galadriel a carrot each. Here, yeah, these help.
You like toss the saddle over and the horse just moves out from under it. Just
Galadriel.
throw it in the saddle.
Galadriel starts eating the carrot,
I mean, it's dark out. It helps with night vision.
right? It's a good
Yeah.
call.
I have dark vision.
Your ride check, however, like you stay on the horse, but the horse starts wandering, Jerome, and you are slowly leaving the party in a direction not of your choosing.
Okay.
Want to make another shot at it, Raina?
Yep. Yep.
All right, I'm.
Like, do I get a bonus or advantage or something because I got a carrot now?
I mean, I'll take it into account.
Oh, that's so much better.
The horse seems really skittish about you.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to take my horse over to Shadow so that they can smell each other and maybe be okay with each other.
Hey, since mine's a mare, maybe she could have the hot shadow and just calm the heck down long enough for me to get the stupid saddle on.
You go over to Shadow. They do horse things. I don't know what horses
I
do.
imagine it's like any other animal, and like us, we just go and smell each other.
Yeah.
Sniff each other's butt.
Yeah, that's how you greet. And I'm gonna try to bring Shadow over to Raina's mare. And he is having none of it.
No,
He's like, "You have abandoned me for other horses?
yeah.
Assholes."
You're
Dare you?
you're dead to Shadow.
Oh no. My horse's name is Morning Dew, although I'm probably going to call her Dumb Horse if she's not going to cooperate with me.
Right now, it's more morning. Don't. All right. So, yeah, Shadow just will not come to you, giving you the side eye.
Which is really easy for horses to do, what with their eyes being on the side. So
Yeah. Galadriel, you're just sort of sitting there like, everything is a circus. Everything we do is a circus.
I'm muttering that to myself while rummaging
Eating
through
a
my
carrot.
pockets trying to find some kind of elixir that'll help.
I'm going to try to calm the horse down. And then we're going to do this again.
Okay.
Hey,
You managed to convey the feeling that you are not a danger to the horse successfully,
Huzzah.
and managed to get it intact.
Okay.
It seemed to be concerned about you, like you were maybe capable of harming it.
Well, I mean,
Something
I
about
am.
your smell.
but I need it to understand that I'm not going to.
So you calm it down successfully.
instead, if it doesn't comply, then it's becoming dog food.
Be submissive or be adhesive.
I was just thinking that.
I'm talking about glue. You know, not that cheap stuff. I'm talking about nice, high quality craft glue.
I'm talking about white glue or carpenter's glue. I'm talking about stick glue. You know where that comes from, Big John? Your feet.
So yeah, you managed to get the thing up there. You might want to do a ride check.
Oh, great, because things have been going so well for me so far. Hey.
That's pretty good.
The nervousness seems to help. Like you're like, no, it's okay. I am a predator, but it's okay for now. You seem to have gone straight to a dominant situation with the horse.
Yeah, like as long as you cooperate and get me to my lady love, then I won't have to hurt you. Like, come on, let's be on the same team.
And then when you get to your lady friend, you'll have like, you know, a horse to give her.
Here, have this horse. Thanks. All right, so everyone's behorsed.
I'm up and running.
Galadriel, did you do a ride check? No, not yet. I need a ride check from Galadriel. Galadriel.
You're facing the wrong way.
What? But this end looks like you.
Oh.
You have to try harder for the insults. It's just not very good.
All right, I'm gonna quaff a potion or an elixir of Eagle
But
Splendor.
not big drunks.
Eagle Splendor. Shit. So even with 2 above that, shit.
You say,
I ride over. I ride over.
no, you don't. Galadriel goes, no, this is totally the right side, and just slaps the horse full on the butt.
Woo!
Galadriel, suddenly there's not a horse under you.
I hang in the air for a second.
Yeah.
Look at look at Jeroen, look at Reyna, then fall.
Then you look down and fall.
Yep.
But the horse gallops a couple of buildings away and then stops and starts to eat some of the weeds growing out of the pavement.
Maybe we should have taken riding lessons first.
No time.
What's great is that tide will have come in.
Look, we'll have landed by the time you get it right.
All right, I pick myself back up. All right, enough screwing around. Let's get out of here.
Yes, please.
I pat the horse, calm it down after my atrocious attempt at getting it over to Galadriel.
Yeah.
Hop back on. All right, guys, let's go now. And I pass by Galadriel's horse, grab it by the what's the stuff hanging from like their bit.
The reins?
The reins, yeah. Grab the reins kind of close to the bit, and try to calm down his horse for him to be able to ride more easily.
You do a passable job.
It's a 12, but
I'm there for the assist.
Yeah, okay, with the assistance, you have just enough to not get kicked in the face and successfully mount up.
thank God.
You are facing the right way now.
I can hear you, but you need to be quiet because you're not involved in this game.
So
No. This end doesn't look anything like your room.
That's because I'm beautiful.
But stop talking.
Wipe the long face, Caladril. Go ahead and do a ride check so that maybe.
For comedic value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this everybody or
nice.
just
Oh!
Caladril,
You're facing the right way.
Caladril reels the horse backwards. It paws the air. He goes, hi ho! The horse comes down and he gallops through the city gate.
I'm not waiting. See you guys.
All right.
Find your car, and I give chase.
One last time, and that is to try to coax Shadow along. But I'm enticing him with a carrot.
Shadow gives you the cold shoulder.
Is he staying with Drakkar then?
Apparently.
Raina, you want to give it one more shot?
No, he never liked me.
All right.
Never liked me, which is probably why he wouldn't come over when I was trying to get my horse to look at him.
All right, Shadow, you want to go with Drakkar? Is that what you want? You want to go with Drakkar? One more handle animal. It's like, okay, we'll take you to Drakkar. We'll go to Drakkar for you.
Yeah.
He comes over, nuzzles you in the back of the knee.
All right. I take Shadow over to where Drakkar is staying at, and I assume that most inns will have stables nearby that we can check him in at.
Takar's probably sleeping in the wagon.
Oh. Wait, where is Drakkar?
I don't know what just happened. I don't know why it clicked that, but I'm definitely not trying to do any spell crafting because I don't have that ability.
Your horse is a witch.
You don't detect any magic on the horse.
We're not detecting magic, that's a spellcraft check, but I don't know why it clicked it. I was just trying to close my character sheet.
You don't understand which magic the horse employs.
That makes sense.
Turns out that your horse is a druid.
Yeah. What is this horse?
It's actually literally a druid in disguise right now. You are riding a druid.
Makes sense.
No wonder you had so much trouble.
Hey, I am not trying to yuck his yum.
All right, so are we off and running then?
I sure am.
Yeah, Caladril is. He's half the way to Sandpoint at this point.
I mean, apparently all you had to do was face forward. Who knew?
I knew. Me.
All right, so you head off to on the road. You sort of see Caladril up in the distance. You make your best to catch up to him. Drakkar, where are you?
I assume that no one came back to tell me what they were doing.
I'm coming to you to drop Shadow off because Shadow wants to go with you.
Oh, all right.
So the wagon and Shadow is apparently in your purview.
Yay. So I take control of Shadow in the wagon, and I promptly guide Shadow through town to the mayor's house, where we will park next in close proximity to the mayor's house, and I will bed down in the wagon.
You're gonna sleep in your car on the side of the road?
Next to the mayor's palace.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, that's how you get arrested.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. So it's pretty late at night. You bed down in this wagon. You pull up, across from the palace, get off the horse, climb into the wagon,
Stop it.
start to drift off because it's been a long day.
Right.
Picard never had any trouble like falling asleep. He's sort of a light switch kind of guy.
Absolutely.
So you sort of drift off. Hey,
Get out of here. Go.
I
Owner.
hey,
I yell loudly, "Oi!"
yeah. What you doing around here loitering? Around the Lord Mayor's palace.
I'm not loitering, you idiot. I'm waiting till morning to see him.
So I was sleeping.
Well, you're bringing down the quality of the neighborhood.
I immediately draw my weapon.
Oh, this is gonna go so well. There's nobody here
Just
to
no.
bail him out of prison.
Yeah, no. Oh, we'll just let your car stay back. That's a
Look, I
great
didn't
idea.
want to let him stay back. He chose to wait on a weapon.
Yeah, because we always let the idiot make the decision.
Yeah, and then we all went with that. We're all like, no, yeah, he'll be
And to actually, solicit the mayor.
by himself. So you
To be fair, Jerome, you said you were going to talk to the mayor too.
Well, that's before I knew he was asleep. All right.
you pop out of the wagon with your scythe to see a guard in very shiny ceremonial armor with a halberd, who takes a few steps back as you suddenly pop out of the wagon, stumbles over his cloak, and falls backwards into the street.
Clearly Magnemar's finest.
I hop down and say, seriously, I was sleeping. I'm not bothering anybody. I suggest you be on your way.
Make me an intimidation check.
Make you a kill everything check. Gotcha.
Well, that's an attack roll, but
Pain is scary.
yeah.
Don't hurt him. Scare him a little bit. Pain's scary.
Pain is scary and inherently kind of intimidating, for sure. Well, this is curious.
The Lord Mayor didn't want the homeless camp to be right.
I'm not homeless. At best, despot.
I'm not homeless. I just don't have a home.
I'm just not allowed to buy property. That's,
I'm home free.
yeah.
Free.
Okay, unfortunately, I cannot do anything as the journal is not loading for me.
What are you trying to do? Because I still have access to your character sheet.
Just an intimidation check.
Give me a minute.
I don't know why it's doing it. For whatever reason, it's being difficult.
Yeah, sorry, because you know how I roll.
The guy on the ground starts yelling for the other guards.
Oh, God.
Perfect.
Guards!
I go first.
Hey,
I can only do that because that's one of the buttons that show up on the side of the screen for me.
oh, there you go.
The rest of them, I can't do anything else. I can't attack. I can do various saves and perception. That's all I got. So I guess I'm going to have to refresh this. So I'll be back 1 second.
All right.
right. There we go. Now it's all working.
Yay!
So am I within 10 feet of the first bad guy?
Yeah, he's. I gotta roll for them. Yeah.
I mean, do you?
I mean, I do.
Oh, that was good knowing Dakar.
Alright, so add turn. Add turn. Add turn. I don't know what you're looking for. But... Oh, I put them in the drawer. Wrong. Okay. Thanks. 20. 15. 18. All right. Your turn, Trakar.
All right. I would like to start singing wildly. No, I'm just playing.
It might be a wiser course of action than attacking the town's guards.
All right. Okay. Legitimate attack. Unfortunately, a 10 is not successful. However,
Who's here?
I have a lot of cake.
Oh my gosh.
I have a lot of cake.
That's a lot of spiders. That is an arachnophobe's nightmare.
okay, so 18 is a thing.
Yes, dear.
Sometimes they spin around.
Sometimes they do.
So you like backhand him for 2. Oh. Okay. It's the grounded guard's turn. He's going to swear. This is smacking. Once. Does a 14 hit you?
It matches.
Okay. Let's advantage the attacker. He is going to swing his halberd out at you, and he puts the hook behind your left foot and pulls, tripping you.
Bastard. We don't like to be tripped.
Yeah. So you're pruned.
I am less excited about that.
And
That's
he
what
uses
I could imagine.
his movement to stand up.
Bastard.
Car's going to jail. Car's going to jail. Car's going to jail, jail, jail.
Well, no, not if I win. If I win, then I just have to go hide.
You know,
Go
and
to there tomorrow because you're in hiding.
No, there won't be any witnesses. I will have killed them all.
People are coming out of buildings.
There are people everywhere.
Yeah,
Podcast system lights coming on.
there's no way this can end in tears.
Okay, so these guards are back up at the palace, which is a fair way up from the street. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Guard comes up here. They all have halberds, despite not looking like they all have halberds. Okay, that was his turn.
to date, Jakar is the only one of us that's been in jail.
I've been to jail. It was just before the campaign started.
How? What? If we're doing that, then I was a slave. I feel like that's a step up. Or jail is a step up from being a slave, I guess is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to...
it is, but during the run of our campaign, you haven't been that, but you have gone to jail multiple times.
Yes.
But I act like someone who is, so kind of the same.
Okay, 3 more guards run up into distance. Where did my weapon go? Okay, your turn, Jakar.
All right.
All right, you take off.
Yep.
None of that. The one guard is going to try to hook you again to keep you from doing that as an attack of opportunity. But you are too wily for his hooking.
It's these new boots, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, have you even used them yet?
Not yet. All right. You're up in the air now.
Yep.
This guard just yelling, "Hey! You're under arrest!"
I say, ha ha, that's cute, bye, and I just fly away.
We're impounding your horse.
Oh no!
I laugh and I say, it's not my horse.
Suckers!
Well, so much for Shadow.
Yeah, sorry.
And the very expensive horseshoes.
I'll get it back.
Why did I leave? Why did I leave Shadow with Jakar?
No one knows. Least of all me.
So you fly away into the darkness.
Like Batman, yeah.
Yeah, presumably alighting on top of some building somewhere.
Yeah. Where I'm just gonna sleep.
And then that's it. I'm sleeping here now. For a little while, you hear like armor tromping around in the distance. Some shouts. They seem to be looking for you, but there's literally no hope of them finding you as you disappear into the darkness and random roofs of Magnesia.
Correct.
Yeah. So you fall asleep. It's pretty restful. Doesn't rain or anything, which is nice. The rest of you've been riding for a while. Horse is getting a little tired.
How far have we gone? How long have we been riding?
1 mile.
1 month. You've probably been riding for a good hour, hour and a half. You all decided to take off pretty heavy, fast and heavy because Caladril was showboating.
Yeah. I mean, I had to use the roll while it was there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it works, guys. Okay, goodbye.
If you're not doing anything, Takar, you wake up
Yep.
the following morning. The rest of you have killed your horses.
I mean, I'll slow down, but I'm not stopping.
So, I wake up, I look around the building I'm on and try to find like the most least obvious way to kind of hover down to the street level and then just make my way to the mayor's house again, walking. I pull my hood up on my cloak as if that makes any fucking difference.
Especially with the wings popping out.
Master of disguise.
Again, there is a 4-year-old in the room.
Can't help that.
That's not my problem.
Let me get.
Master of disguise.
I had a thing for this.
Just
Not helping.
Nice. All right, so you come up to the mayor's palace.
Yep.
Stride up the walk.
Yep. Like I perfectly belong there.
clearly.
The guard outside of the house. Hey, who goes there?
I announce myself as Takar. I show him the documentation that the mayor gave me that shows that I'm a freed Strix, and say that I desperately need to speak to the mayor. It's an emergency.
One of the guards leans over to the one guard that stopped you like before you got to the door. Hey, wasn't that guy that attacked the guards in the middle of the night a Strix?
That's called profiling.
No, just wait. Let him do his thing.
Hey, where were you last night? We had a problem and you matched the description.
I was not here, if that's what you're asking.
Make bluff check.
Asleep on the
Well,
roof. Don't even be lying.
No, the majority of the night I was not there.
Yep.
So that's not a. I feel like that's a
All right.
diplomacy check.
Live admission.
Oh God, the diplomacy was worse.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's not what you know; it's what you can prove.
But what we're gonna prove is that you were here last night assaulting guards. Pulls out.
How?
pulls out some manacles. Just as that at that moment, the mayor comes out of the balcony above the front entrance. What's going on down there?
Get to the chopper.
I explained very politely to the mayor that I am in desperate need of meeting with him, and that his guards, for some unknown reason, are trying to arrest me on some fake charge that I have no idea what they're going on about.
Oh, that's nonsense. I know this man. Let him in.
And I give the most devilish smile to these poor bastards.
You walk by. Yeah, whatever. We still got your horse.
I look back. What are you talking? I don't own a horse. What are you talking about?
Oh, my horse.
I'm gonna have to go to the impound to get Shadow out.
It's gonna be like 4,000 gold by the time you get
He's
back.
he's got a boot on him.
It's a big velvet boot, though.
Yeah.
It's a very Prince type situation going on there.
So, what brings you here?
I explained to the mayor the goings on of the last week and a half now of what we've been dealing with, what we've seen, and give him the proper situation report since the last time we had saw him, and explain to him that if he has any additional guard force members or even actual army at his disposal or
Are these
influence
horses that they've recently impounded?
With really fancy horseshoes.
that they need to be sent immediately to Sandpoint to essentially repel invaders, and because we have it on good authority, and I provide the proof and explain it all to him, and that's really about it.
That doesn't sound like that's good for business. Giants, you say?
Yeah, and dragon. Don't forget the dragon.
And they took out most of the fort and the ranges.
Yeah, I think there's 2 actual rangers remaining.
Oh,
Definitely tell him how decimated that these people were able to leave strong, well-established, fortified forces.
Yeah, people who
Definitely,
knew how to fight.
drive that home.
Yeah, people who knew how to fight didn't even stand much of a chance.
and those ranges have been a pain in my neck, but that's not good. Boy, I'd love to help you out with some forces, but it kind of sounds like really what I ought to be doing is fortifying Magnamar.
Well, here's what I've come to learn. That you can't stay in a defensive posture forever. You will eventually be overrun. The only way to win a war is to go on the offensive. Wouldn't it be better that there wouldn't be any innocent casualties of any war to reach Magnamar's shore? Wouldn't it be better to repel those invaders before they got here?
Well, from what you say, they're not coming here.
Right. So let's kill them before they get here.
Yeah, well, I mean, because they might be coming here.
Eventually, but they're not coming here right now, but we know where they're gonna be, so let's get in front of them, and put the hurt on them.
Why would I press my finger against his neck?
Well, I could probably spare you some. Honestly, most of the defense of the region was the ranges at Fort Rannoch.
Right. Well, that's kind of gone tits up, so we need something else.
It's not been my focus. Crap.
Could you give him an impounded horse at least?
Damn it, you're not there.
You're not there. Well, it sounds like you guys are going to have to get down to Sandpoint pretty fast.
Yes, the rest of the group has already left. They got underway earlier yesterday.
Okay. And you're here for...
hopefully to garner support and troops.
Right, to talk to me. Great, that's flattering. So I can give you about 5 guardsmen. Anything else would, I think, be irresponsible. We generally raise an army over time if there's a threat, like there's conscription and stuff.
Yeah. So I'll take those 5 and you send word to raise the army.
Okay, good. Let's see. Well, there's Phil. You come over here, and Roger, and go get the 3. They're in the barracks. They were on duty last night. You can wake them up.
Thank you.
Do you have transport? Because we're gonna want to get to Sandpoint pretty quick, I'm assuming, or to try to head them off or something.
Yeah, while I personally can fly, I don't have a horse or a ship, and I would assume that going by ship would be the fastest route.
Yeah, well, it's in the morning. They'll probably be sailing pretty soon. You'll find some ships. Let me get your paper. Gets in the desk, pulls up. We can't have this sort of thing. It's just terrible for business.
It really is.
Writes up a paper. Mill says, one of the guards goes, they impounded a horse last night. Could we maybe use that to ride out there?
Well, I would think that it's more beneficial to go by ship, assuming they can accommodate the animal.
Well, yeah, we put the animal on the ship, but then we got to ride in, to town and do some scouting. Maybe if they're not under attack yet, we're gonna have to see where the forces are.
Yeah, that seems perfectly relevant.
Oh, we might as well take that impounded horse.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
There, Peckham. You've been given a gift by the DM.
Oh, sorry, they killed that impounded horse last night.
Oh God! Well, just cut his feet off and bring them with you.
Just the feet. Strap them to your feet.
Now I got boots on boots.
Boots on. Oh no, he's fine. So he comes out. He's like, "All right, we brought the other guardsmen. 3 of the guardsmen come out. They're looking bleary-eyed. Okay, you guys have to go to Sandpoint immediately. There's going to be an assault. We're going to try to head them off. It's terrible for the region. There's a bunch of giants, maybe a dragon." He said, "Awful." The guardsmen suddenly are just standing really still and look pretty shocked.
Yeah.
And then they look over at you.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yep.
Aren't you the guy that attacked us last night? Lord Mayor, what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was the Strix that attacked us last night.
Well, as I explained earlier, that just because I happen to be a Strix doesn't mean I'm the one you had an altercation with.
Okay, how many Strix carry scythes?
All of them. Every single one they've ever seen.
Yeah, the Lord Mayor goes,
That one.
the Lord Mayor says, look, knock it off. All right?
Also, he doesn't have his scythe because he left it at the blacksmith.
No, the blacksmith took measurement of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm getting a new one from that guy.
So, knock it off, all right? I've worked with this guy. He did an errand for me up at Fort Rennick. Apparently it was a terrible situation. I don't know what the problem is, but look, we're going to take the impounded horse from last night. We're going to go and deal with the Sandpoint situation. Just get out of here.
If I may, Mayor, who out of this group is in charge overall during the mission? And if you're lacking, I would suggest maybe myself or one of my teammates be the one in charge.
Well, I mean, you've been to Sandpoint, right? You know the area. That's where you're based out of, right?
That is correct.
You're in charge.
Delightful.
The guardsmen,
Famous.
3 specific guardsmen, literally like melt into themselves.
Yeah, literally, not figuratively.
Literally, yeah.
The pile of poop.
They start grumbling.
They go all Indiana Jones and the.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Perfect.
All right, so you walk out with them and the horse, and they've got some other horses.
And
Are we leaving?
yeah, I asked, do they have all the gear that they need to bring?
Yeah, we're loaded up.
All right, let's get over to the docks.
Yeah, I want you. You do have a thing here.
Huh?
You still have to get your sight.
I was just gonna get that when I come back.
Oh.
Interesting choice.
Well, I mean, I guess I can swing over there. It's now on the way. Even if it wasn't, it's now on the way.
See if they
In
finished
a
earlier.
night when we said 2 days.
What the hell was that noise?
Yes.
That was not me.
So you get up into the guardsmen are really irritated that you've told them to sit and wait outside of the building.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, there's no point in all of us going in. That's weird.
Yeah.
So I go inside and
Mhm.
I'm looking for the fellow I was dealing with yesterday. Do I see him?
You see the shop; it is open.
Okay, I mosey on in there, and do I see the feller I was?
He's not out front right now.
Do I see his helper? Or...
His husband.
No, you do not.
Find that gong thing and I hammer that.
Oh, yeah. Out from the back. Yes. Oh, yes. You, sir. I think you'll be pleased. I was able to work it together pretty quickly.
Wonderful.
Have you decided on the enchantments?
How long would that take?
Well, I mean, why? What's the concern? Maybe we can work with you.
I got a thing. Sandpoint's about to be invaded, and I have some of the town guard are going to go with me to fight off said invaders. So I'm kind of on a time constraint because I need to get out of here before the tide's gone. So I don't know how long these things take.
Whew, okay. Darling? Yes. How quickly can you manage an enchantment? Can you get it before,
10 minutes?
3 or so? Perhaps 1.
Are we talking like hours, days? What are we talking about, guys?
One enchantment.
Just 1 enchantment. I can get you.
Yeah.
It says he can get you 1 enchantment before before you're going to absolutely have to leave by the ships.
Yeah,
Now you got the guards with you. I assume this is some business to do with the Lord Mayor.
Yes.
Let him know that we helped you out.
Okay.
Always looking to get on the Lord Mayor's good side. We could manage 1 enchantment. Maybe you can come back for the rest.
That would be
If
fantastic.
you want other things,
Yes.
not a problem. We can lay additional enchantments. The material to pick for the blade is really flexible in that manner.
Perfect. Yeah, if we could go ahead and just do keen for now.
Okay. Yep. No problem. Keen is one of the easiest. I'm most practiced at it.
Wonderful.
If Sir would like to wait, I can probably have it with you in 20 minutes or so.
Perfect. I'll just be outside.
All right.
Give orders.
I walk outside and then explain to the guard force that I'm just waiting to pick up a weapon. It's only got a few more minutes, so if anyone wants to smoke, joke, or go take a piss or shit, now's the time.
Are we going to stick with the story that you didn't attack us last night?
I didn't say anything about talking to me. I said smoke, joke, piss, or shit. None of that was a part of talking to me.
They just go to their grumbling amongst themselves.
Perfect. I assume they're all human, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect, yeah. I'm loving this on the inside.
Awaiting your orders, they growl through gritted teeth.
Well, as soon as I get that weapon, we're out of here. So there won't be nothing holding us back. Do any of you have any questions about where we're going, what we're expecting, anything?
Yeah, I would like an overview of the expected forces and
Okay.
maybe the area that's. I've never been to Sandpoint. It's like a little no account seashore town. What's it? What's its defenses? What are we looking at?
There's about maybe 8 other people we can count on besides us to repel borders, first of all. Now, to be fair, 5 of us are very skilled warriors. The rest are the local law enforcement. Pretty much, I guess, your equivalent. It's a very small town.
Our equivalent.
Definitely,
Right.
definitely backwater. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Why are we really? And I give him a look.
Over here, knife handing him.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And I explained to him the expected forces that we're up against, and I don't hold anything back. I explained that it's gonna be super shitty if it's true. That we're probably gonna have a hell of a fight on our hands.
Giants and a dragon.
Allegedly. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I fought a dragon, but I don't really want to fight another one.
It wasn't my favorite thing when it happened the first time.
You've fought a dragon?
Yeah. Everyone with wings has. And I give them a look.
How do you think we got the wings?
Fine.
Earned. So I answer any other questions that they have. I assume by the time we're done with that conversation, it's time for me to walk back to the shop.
Yeah.
Okay. So I walk back in there. I got my coin purse in hand. I'm excited and ready to square the bill and get underway.
Marvelous. Yes, he is ready for you. Oh, here it is now. He brings it out. The ironwood haft is beautifully worked. There's a couple of places that it's just more worked in for your hands. There's a silver cap on the butt end, and there's this twining gilt work up the haft that works itself into the mount of the blade. It's really a high class item. It's like it would not look out of place, other than you can tell that it is a functional deadly weapon. It would not look out of place on the wall of that lord from Turtleback Ferry. It is ornate and finely crafted. You pick it up and it is startlingly lighter on the blade end than you would have expected. The material is just very finely crafted, and you sort of heft it a little bit, and the smith smiles at you. Pretty good work, huh?
Uh, absolutely. This is spectacular. This is better than what I could have possibly imagined. I've never dealt with either one of these types of materials before, but man, this is amazing. And I throw an additional 1,000 gold as a tip in for them.
Oh, sir is most kind. I will take that as a partial advance on your next enchantment with us.
Assuming I live that long, yeah, that's fine.
Well, this should keep Sarah's a little more safe than you would have been before. He holds out a candle. He says, see, real ironwood. He holds it to the haft. It does not burn. He says, if you would like, and he holds up a stick in one hand out really far out to the side. If you would like to give it a try.
Don't miss.
Yeah, all the pressure's on, buddy. It'll just have to be the first number that rolls.
That's fine for hitting a stick. You don't full swing. Obviously, you're kind of
Right.
in the room here. Even though you pulled your swing force, the blade goes through this probably half-inch dowel rod, like it wasn't there.
Ooh. I cannot wait to use this on my enemies.
The smith just nods at you. Till we meet again, sir.
I walk out holding two sides, and as I'm getting into the wagon, I go, okay, I got a new one of these. Who wants this one?
Probably a farmer.
Good. We're gonna be smart at it. I like this. We're gonna get along just fine. To the docks.
All right, so you proceed to the docks. Come up to the dockmaster. Goodness. Is there any trouble here?
Yeah. There's an invasion on Sandpoint, and we need to get there as soon as possible. Here's a letter dictated from the Lord Mayor allowing us to commandeer any boat available.
Good. Certainly. Let's see who's in right now. Wave Dancer is just about to leave. They're probably the fastest vessel in dock right now.
Will they be able to accommodate our wagon and horse?
Should be. With that letter, they'll have to kick cargo off if they can't.
I like it. And I ask which dock they're at.
Third dock down.
Wonderful, thank
Right
you.
sails.
Flip them a silver piece.
Takar and the sudden noblesse oblige over here.
It's silver. I mean,
That's how I'm going to pronounce that, by the way.
well, I mean. So I make it to the dock, and I find what I assume is the tiny dancer.
The tiny dancer. Well, wave dancer, yes.
So I start making my way towards the boarding ramp, and I assume that there is someone from the crew near or about the area.
Yeah, they were like handling lines. They looked like they were prepared to cast off.
Perfect.
Sir? What?
Yes, I pull out the letter and I say, I need to speak to the captain immediately. This vessel is being commandeered.
The hell you said?
I do that.
Again, the captain, please, gentlemen.
Right. Okay. Let me go. Runs back. Captain. Yes. What's
happening?
the difficulty?
Is he talking to me or is he talking to his crew?
Talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Over top of him.
Okay, I hand him the letter and I explain that there's an impending invasion in Sandpoint. We need to get there as soon as possible. And this is the letter from the Lord Mayor allowing us to commandeer any ship to get us there. One-way trip, you ain't got to pick us back up or anything like that.
Okay. How many?
There's 6 of us in total, 1 war horse and 1 wagon with gear.
Okay, I should be able to squeeze you in on deck. Fine, I guess, are you ready now? Because we're leaving.
Yes, we are very ready.
Okay, so you get everybody aboard, find somewhere to lash the wagon down, sort of sleeping accommodated, like on deck. Place for you to be is just sort of anywhere you can stand.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty packed. And they cast off and pull away.
Perfect.
The rest of you have taken a bit of rest in the middle of the night, so as not to kill your horses, presumably.
Yep.
In the middle of the night.
And you are riding again in the morning. Now the question is, I suppose you would get there first. So, Jerome, Caladriel, Reyna, you ride into town, into Sandpoint. You notice that the gates are closed to the town.
Well,
Well, it looks like it's closed. Well, maybe we'll come back tomorrow.
is it like super early in the morning, or?
It's about midday.
So that seems unusual then, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Hey, there, let us in. Please.
Who goes there?
You know who we are.
I've never met you know who we are.
Who the hell are you?
The hero of Sandpoint, the man they call Caladriel.
Caladriel! Oh my god! Oh! War Spaniards! Praise Desna!
Also,
Jerome
Jerome's here. Jerome is here as well. You've heard of him, yes? Yeah, you've heard,
and
yeah.
Reyna
Yep, I'm here.
and Trakar!
He'll be along. He's not here yet.
Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, let me open the gate. Comes by. Opens the gate. Oh, the Elfin Ranger came in and said there was an invasion force headed for us.
And we're here to stop them.
I'm so glad you guys are here.
Where is the ranger?
She's hanging out with the herbalist.
Where's Amuko?
Why is she hanging out with the herbalist?
I don't know. She just wanted to stop by and see the herbalist. That's what she said when she came in. That's
Fair
what
question.
she's saying, I think.
Do I know where the herbalist is? Do I know who the herbalist is?
Yeah. Reyna was, or Shalelu stayed there for a good long time once when she was badly injured.
Is that Hannah?
Hannah.
Hannah. I spur my horse and go to Hannah's.
All right. I suppose the rest of you, I don't know, rooms back in the Dragon?
Yes, well, to the stables first to drop off these horses.
Right.
We've been riding them pretty hard.
I can smell it.
Wait, what does that mean?
And then I probably need a bath, actually, come to think of it.
It means that your horses are all foamy and disgusting. All right,
I
so
like your sweat.
you go drop that off. You get back to the Dragon, the Rusty Dragon. Reyna, you come into Hannah's.
Yep.
Yep. Stop by. Open the door. There's a smell of tea. Reyna.
Hi. How are you?
Great.
Clarification, am I talking to Hannah or Shalelu?
Shalelu.
So this is that awkward first meeting after the L bomb.
Yes. I stand awkwardly in the door, still holding the reins of my horse, who is standing literally on the doorstep.
You guys made it. That's great. Apparently, we got down here ahead of them. T, Hannah, do you have? Oh, sure.
Awkward. I have a horse. I should probably see to the horse. And I sort of awkwardly stumble out and just walk aimlessly with the horse.
I'm glad you made that super weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Raina is feeling a little like unsure suddenly, like when I didn't get a huge hug immediately upon entering. Like the only thing stopping me from giving her a hug was the fact that I had a horse in tow. So yeah, I'm feeling a little embarrassed and awkward and sort of silently kicking myself. So I go out with the horse and find somewhere to put it.
Okay. Go. You put a horse back. You see the other horses are already there in the stable. So, the stable masters. Boy, am I glad that you guys are back. They tell me that there might be some trouble.
It seems like word has spread through the town pretty quickly. That's good.
Small town. All of us are basically doing what we can to secure things. I don't know though, like giants? A dragon?
We've dealt with dragons before.
We had a dragon that we ran in terror from.
Yeah.
We don't have to tell them all the details. Come on.
How you do?
Leave some things for the show.
All right. Well, if you have any plans or anything, definitely get in contact with the mayor and the sheriff. I assume you're staying at the Rusty Dragon again, huh?
Yes, it is the plan.
All right. Well, I'll take good care of your horses.
Much obliged. This is morning dew.
And this one's Bill.
She's a mite skittish.
Okay. So you go and crash at the dragon, try to get some road dust off of you and that sort of thing.
Yes. Yes, I will bathe thoroughly.
Okay.
No need to heat the water. I'll heat it myself.
You come in the door, Raina. You were able to sort of meet up with them at the stable, so you all come in the door at the same time.
Yep.
And I should probably do this, huh?
What time of day is it, just out of curiosity?
I don't know where anyone is on this map. Time of day? It's about midday.
Oh, okay, that's good.
You come in the door and probably should put you on the map because you don't seem to be on it. Caladrell.
Hi.
Jaroom.
Hello.
Raina.
Howdy.
You come in the door. Hold on. Info overlay, advance to token layer. Bethana is pouring a drink for the sheriff at the near table. And when she sees you guys walk in, she accidentally spills the rest of it on the sheriff in excitement. You're back! Amiko says, who's back? And turns around behind the bar.
I'm back.
Caladrel.
Darling, did you miss me?
I'm going to. If we do a reflex, nope, I did not. I was not fast enough with my mage hands to actually keep from the thing from spilling. In fact, I probably spilled it worse.
Amiko goes, come here, you big lug.
Yup.
The only time that Caladrel will ever be referred to as a big lug. Because let's be honest, he's kind of spindly.
No.
I mean, I
beefy.
normally just refer to him as a lug.
It's a big hug. Amiko picks you up.
Look, goddammit.
Baylor. As I live and breathe, like with a cat dragon. Bethana, can you get me a towel? Oh, sorry.
I thought her name was Bethinda.
Bethinda?
That's what you used
That
to.
doesn't sound right at all.
Whatever.
What's the fan?
Bethana.
Bethlehem.
Oddly enough, her name is not on her token, which is bad. Bad form, Peter.
Good form, Peter.
Bethana. It's Bethana.
Yeah,
Bethana Corwin.
it's always been Bethana.
Always.
So, is it true?
Is what
Yeah.
true?
As far as we know.
Great.
Yes, Val, I hear you.
Yes, it was a tragic maiming of our dear friend Caladrel here. He'll never be quite the same.
Wait, what?
My condolences, Kimiko.
Oh, you were injured? She looks worried.
No.
Gets out of the hug. Like holds you at arm's length. Starts looking you over.
How many more arms do you have now than you did the last time you saw her?
One extra from the last time. I think I had one arm, or 3 arms the last time.
And no wings.
Have
Yeah.
an extra arm on top of that and wings?
Yup.
You've grown.
It's been a hell of a trip.
You guys look like you could use some, well, a bath, really.
Yes. No need to even bother heating mine. I'll heat it myself.
All right. I got a couple of rooms upstairs. No problem. Bethana, could you show up? No problem. So you are shown up to your rooms. Sheriff says, when you're done with that, I'm gonna want to talk to you about this because, yikes. Where's the Strix?
He'll be along.
We sent him on a diplomacy trip.
Great. I'm sure that went well.
Yep, me too.
You know, he's really grown a lot since you last saw him.
Well, I'm ready to be surprised.
He hasn't grown, I should say he hasn't grown that much.
So, out of character question, Caladrel was there when I sent that message. Like, he could hear everything I said, right?
I was conveying the message, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you said that I could drink the elixir and do it myself.
Oh, then yeah, I would have been there.
Yeah. So, as we are going up the stairs, first of all, is Amiko like escorting us, or is it just the three of us going upstairs to like our familiar room that we used to have?
Bethana is escorting you to show you the rooms. Amiko is busy being the proprietress.
Gotcha. Well, I will lean into Caladrel and say, so I definitely maybe spoke out of turn when I sent Shalelu that message.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go drown myself in my bathtub.
All right, we'll be here.
Making a bridge.
Bethana shows you up. Caladrel, Bethana references. I think this, if you don't mind, could be your room right here, Caladrel.
Is that Kamiko's room?
Yeah, gesturing to Amiko's room.
Or Miko?
Oh,
Ah.
snap.
Yes, I appreciate that.
She gives you a grin.
I give her a wink.
I do a little whoop, 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 whoop.
Appropriate.
All right. The other two, actually, the whole side of the hall here. Anywhere you'd like to be. Top side of the hall.
Short one.
Um,
Is the room that I used to share
I'll take this one.
with
Oh,
Turkar?
I'll
I
take this one.
really neat.
And put you in the hallway.
I was in, where'd the keyboard go? There it is. I believe, where am I? That I had previously been in this room, so I will be there again.
All right. Very good. Bethana drops you all off at the various rooms. Says, if there's anything you need after your baths, let me know. Bring you some food up or whatever. All right. At this time,
I'll take fruit, some nice thinly sliced cured meats, a bit of bread, and also a bottle of not your finest, but just a one tier down from your finest wine. That'd be great. And I'll take that. I'll take that in the tub. I'll take that in the tub.
okay. I'll get right on that, sir.
I'm fine, thank you. And I just go into my room.
All right. So at this time, Trakar, after a sea voyage, it seems like the winds have been with you.
Yes.
You look out and see the ruins that are on the coast of Sandpoint, the ruins of the old light, they used to call it. You can see Thistletop off in the distance past Sandpoint.
Thistletop.
Thistletop.
Oh,
Thistletop. You see Trakarland
yay.
next to the old light, so there's that.
Yeah.
And you pull into Sandpoint Harbor. One of the guards goes, "Oh, geez, what a dump."
Punch that guy right in the jaw.
I hate that guy.
What an a-hole.
He's not wrong. I'm not going to bitch about it.
But it's our shithole.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
exactly.
It's a shithole. That we totally agree upon. However, it is not my shithole.
I have the private island to the north.
Correct.
I'm not part of the town.
Correct.
I have the creepy haunted place where the murderers stay.
Yeah. which I'm perfectly comfortable living in.
I sleep there all the time.
Yep.
Pulls in. You are tied off and moored and everything.
Perfect.
Says, all right, that all you need from me? I got to be delivering this cargo up the coast.
Absolutely. You are free to go. Thank you for your service. I will make sure the Lord Mayor knows that you did it with haste and happiness.
I appreciate that. Always good to get on the right side of the Lord Mayor.
So I keep hearing.
All right, so you get your stuff off there, the shadow, the wagon, the grumbling guardsman.
Always the grumbling guardsman.
All right. Okay. So first things first. What are we gonna do?
We need to find the sheriff immediately.
Okay.
Can't miss him. Big, tall, black human.
All right. And where is he likely to be in this hamlet?
Follow me. We're heading towards the sheriff's office / jail. I'm familiar. I'm actually deputized here, you know.
Ah, my impression of the town is correct then.
Punch that guy in the face.
I'm not sure what you're leaning into, boy, but I seriously suggest you don't finish that thought.
You led with a boy. Nice.
Yeah. We're on my turf now. Now they go to my jail. That's the other way around now.
Now you gotta go to my in Sandpoint. You go to jail.
Or you die here and no one knows what happened to you.
Oops. Guess the dragon got him.
So yeah, I make my way to the sheriff's office. Do I see the sheriff like in or about the area outside the building?
Yes, you will see the sheriff. He is in his office, which is sort of in the front of the jail.
Perfect. I walk in.
I thought he was in the Rusty Dragon.
Time has passed.
Oh, okay. I thought this was happening concurrently. My bad.
I walk in, as per usual, like I own the place, and say, "Sheriff, I'm here with reinforcements."
Ah, there he is.
It's your favorite deputy. And I smile and try an awkward hug.
Pat, pat, pat. All right.
What does the badger do?
Steve is over there growling at the other desk.
Definitely growling.
He's more interested in the paperwork that he's doing, but yeah. Reinforcements, you say?
Yeah,
the rest of your party arrived earlier.
Yeah, the Lord Mayor of Magnamar was kind enough to send 5 of his guard force with us. So we're squad reinforced.
That tubby jackass?
I assume you're referring to the mayor?
Yeah. Maybe your diplomatic skills have improved.
Well, I mean, I was just honest with them. There's a very real threat coming here, and I explained to him that if we didn't stop it here, it very well may find itself beating down the door of Magnamar.
All right. I tried to get some reinforcements a little while back for this goblin thing, and I got bupkis. Looks over. Oh. Well, aren't you a bunch of shiny, pretty boys?
Yeah, they need serious.
Well, here, Sheriff, ingratiate yourself with the people who are here to help.
Yeah, they need a lot of training. Lord knows their self-discipline is lacking, and I look decidedly at one individual who's been the mouthy.
All right. Are you gonna oversee them, or should I take them under my command?
No, you can absolutely be in charge. I think all parties involved would appreciate that.
A guardsman in the back snorts.
That one, watch him.
He needs the beating. Start the meetings with him.
Beatings aplenty.
Just
Sure. Yep, we will be under the Podunk Country Sheriff. Fine. That'll work. Whatever you say, sir.
is that lip, boy? I feel like that's lip, because
I'm just trying to
understand what's going on.
Yeah.
He's the one who's most familiar with this territory. It makes the most sense for you to work for him. Clearly, you have an issue taking orders from me. Maybe you'll take them better from him. I don't know. He's one of you. Is that not okay?
one of us.
Yeah, human. You're all human, yeah?
Big sigh from the guy. Yeah, fine. Sheriff says, yeah, don't worry. I've got some work I could put them to.
I don't understand why is negotiations breaking down? This is not a diplomacy situation. And this surely is not a democracy.
Just do it. I'm not looking for comment. He says, the rest of your party's up at the Rusty Dragon, I'm pretty sure. I was up there when they came in, so.
Ah, good. All right, well, I will go liaison with them. If you need us, you know where we're at.
Will do. I do want to talk with you later about what we're going to face, but I got some preliminary plans. Call the guardsman over. You, tall boy. Here's what I'm thinking. As you walk out, his voice fades into the distance as he's pointing to a map.
Perfect. So I make my way to the Rusty Dragon.
All right.
I'm not sure what time of day it is, midday or something.
Morning. Yeah, it's early afternoon at this point.
Okay.
For you.
So I open the door to the Rusty Dragon, give it a solid once over. Do I see anybody I recognize?
Well, you recognize Bethana serving some townspeople. You recognize Amico behind the bar.
Perfect. I immediately make my way to the bar.
Oh, with your car, right?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah. The rest of you folks are upstairs and probably just finished their baths. Jerome, I think, finished a bath and about a meal for 6 people.
He's a hungry one.
Do you need anything? Bath, perhaps?
Always, you know this.
Very well. We have some space. Do you need any food?
Yeah, let's start with the food while waiting for the others to finish their cleansing routines.
All right.
You always think a bath, doesn't always partake in a bath.
Correct. That's exactly what I meant by that too. That's always in need of it, never necessarily doing it though. I asked her if she just has like a side of beef hanging on just arbitrarily.
Just a whole half a cow in the back.
I laugh and I explain I'm really hungry. So whatever you got, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, what we have on the menu tonight is I've got this spicy Varisian stew, and I've got a selection of cheeses from the north, and a couple of meat pies.
I'll take a little bit of all of that.
Coming up.
And then I don't know what I need to roll for a GI check to see how I respond to all that.
I just assumed you were going to be in the toilet.
Right?
The rest of the encounter.
I'm surprised you actually looked for people before going to the shitter.
Yeah. Right to it.
Finally, I'm home. I haven't shit in 3 months.
The only place.
Oh, they're gonna have to burn that thing down to the ground.
I don't like going when I'm out in public. Car, not a fan of public restrooms.
No. Here's a little different. It's a little different with Rusty Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
No, like that one's not really public because no one has ever gone back into that particular outhouse since
Ever.
you went there the first time. That's been, there's scent there. No one's claimed. All right, so the rest of you are finished up. Bethana comes upstairs and knocks on the door to your room, Caladril.
I answer it in a towel.
Oh, excuse
Oh.
me. Sorry.
Oh, you're not Amiko.
No.
Amiga wouldn't knock on her own door.
Apologies.
knew
I
that.
just wanted to let you know that your friend Trakar has arrived.
You mean he didn't burn down the city or get himself arrested? That's amazing.
Apparently not.
No one is more surprised than he is.
He shuffles off quickly. Goes and knocks on your door, Raina.
What?
Pardon the interruption. I just wanted to let you know that your friend Trakar has arrived.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
No problem. To your room. Mr. Jerome.
I'm sleeping.
Oh, many apologies. I just want to let you know that your friend Trakar has arrived.
Friend is a strong word.
All right, well, I'll leave you alone. Scuttles away. Trakar, you're down there just mowing down.
Oh, absolutely, in a real hard way.
I'm so hungry right now. It's ridiculous. Because you just had to eat food and make me this food, and now, like, why don't I have meat pies? Bethana comes down and says, "All right, I let everybody know you were here." And she leans over to Amiko and whispers something, and Amiko giggles.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Did we leave stuff here when we were on travels?
No, I don't know. Probably not, because you had the wagon and everything.
Gotcha. All right, I come down in fresh robes, not ones I've been wearing recently. I'm very casual at the moment. It's definitely a very low V I got going on.
Okay. That plunges all the way down to just above his belly button.
Yep. Oh,
Nice and awkward.
that was something else. I'll take some more grapes if you could. Thank you.
Certainly.
Caladril comes down not much more dressed than he was when Bethana opened the door. I mean, he's at least wearing his lower
Socks.
robes.
Okay.
Now, I gotta ask, with all the new arms, can any of them reach your back better than you could before?
I mean, kind of.
Because that's one. I mean, I'm not afraid to say, Mage Hand comes in fantastically when you're trying to scrub back there.
I mean, yeah, the lower ones are a little bit better at reaching higher on the back.
No, yeah.
But I'm bare from the waist up.
Okay. Bethana is
Showing off the
noticeably
goods.
uncomfortable.
Right?
The other patrons in the Rusty Dragon are like horrified.
I wave at 3 people at once.
Yeah, like the music act on the stage just stops playing.
Oh wait, do we have what was his name? The bard.
Carl.
Carl. Yeah, does Carl work on tonight?
Carl is not on tonight. I was trying to remember whether or not you got him killed.
I don't think we did.
I don't think you
Why,
did.
why would we do
I feel
that?
like I would have remembered that.
We set him up to get in a fight, but we didn't get him killed.
Just maimed.
You know, he plays better with fewer fingers.
Yeah. So I know Carl is not on this evening, thankfully.
No.
He's not technically like officially on. It's just
Ever?
the bike nights that he keeps coming. It's not like he's getting billing outside on the notice board.
I don't see why. He's one of the town's finest.
God.
Which
A
is
real
saying a lot.
cutting edge artist.
Yeah.
Real avant-garde.
Watch it.
Yeah.
It's surreal, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I can get you, darling?
I think I'm good, thank you.
Bethana, yes, Emiko. Can you look after the bar for
A pint horse?
what?
What?
About 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, like 40, 45 to an hour. Sure. Sort of quiet in here, especially when the elf came down.
Not gonna be.
Don't do anything I would do.
We can't. It has charisma.
Emiko grabs you,
Uh-oh.
physically pulls you up the stairs.
The things I do for this town.
Shut up, you. They disappear. They're just
Apparently, she digs the sort of insectoid.
Gonzville.
Hey, more hands, more attention.
Right?
Well, I mean, thankfully, like, he made his mark back when he was a little more normal, so, she's got that glow to fight off the changes, the horrific changes.
Not
Yep, it
horrific.
truly does make the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
Y'all just jealous.
And then
I don't know what's going on because I'm still in my bathtub. My water has gone thoroughly cold at this point, and I'm just, head in hands, mulling over a stupid thing that I did a few weeks ago. Yes, dear.
Stupid. Jerome and Trikar, you're basically left to just sort of awkwardly look at Bethana.
Oh, I'm not doing it awkwardly.
Oh, okay. It's just that moment where everyone knows what has just happened and what's going to commence, and now you're all a little uncomfortable with it, except for apparently Jerome.
Why would I be uncomfortable with this?
Hmm.
It's a beautiful, natural thing to have happen. When, a woman loves a man that has 6 arms and
4.
4 arms and 2 wings and, a couple extra eyes.
Not yet.
A woman.
And a goiter and pointy ears
Not yet. I mean, except for the ears.
and
And that other thing they say
spiders.
about elves. And that other thing they say about elves.
Yeah.
Which is entirely untrue.
That's why you need the extra hands.
Yep.
It's the opposite, which is why you need the extra hands.
That don't make no sense.
No.
It makes perfect sense. You're just not thinking about it right.
I'm trying not to think about
Think
it.
about it!
And with your triumphant return to Sandpoint, return to Sandpoint, I will call the session here because it seems like a nice place. With the sin and dinner.
It's my favorite meal, dinner and sin.
Dinner and sin. Dinner with a side of sin.
You're gonna work up an appetite and need dessert.
Go for a pie. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.